on the nose and the tires scream. Every lap a test, every corner a dream. Legends in the lane with the pressure on. When the lights go down, we're already gone. PHG, PHG. Let it ring through the dome. Bring that fire to the track, bring it all back home. Drivers on edge, eyes locked, hands cold. One more shot at glory, one more story told. Helmet on tight, heart loud on my chest. Nerves like a wire, but I never rest. Grid full of ghosts with the title to keep. And the whole world waiting when the red lights sleep. Every move sharp, every line stays clean. Close on the inside, cut through the scene. If you want the crown, better hold that pace. Cause the legends don't blink in a high-speed race. Hear that shit now. PHG, PHG, PHG. Feel it shake now. PHG, PHG. One breath, one line, one chance to shine. No backing off, it's go time. We go time. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. The legends race here, and we want more. Late apex pressure, I'm cutting it close. Paint on the bumper, I'm ghost to the ghost. They want my line, but I've been that raw. One hard pass and the whole room cool. Burnt out rubber on the edge of the fight. Every lap counts in the dead of night. If the pack comes close, I don't move back. I hit that gap like a clean attack. Hear that chant now. PHG, PHG, PHG. Feel it shake now. PHG, PHG. One breath, one line, one chance to shine. No backing off, it's go time. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. Legends race here, and we want more. Yeah. Look at that lineup. Look at that pressure. This is where the fast learn fear and the fearless learn speed. PHG, World Series Season 4. Not a warm-up, not a preview. This is the race. This is the run. This is where legends move. Take the signal, lock the pace. One more lap, one more chase. Hands stay steady, eyes stay true. Every rival pushing through. When the crowd all rise and the engine scream, we break the limit, we own the drive. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. Legends race here, and we want more. PHG, legends race here. Season 4, we're live, we're locked, we're going. Welcome in, buckle in, tune that grip. PSG World Series Season 4, let it rip. 4 wheels, hard lines, one more lap. Hear that chant, shake the whole room back. PSG, PSG, say it again. From the first green light to the very end. We came for the smoke, came for the pace, came for the chase, came for the race. So if you hear that roar in the back of your mind, that's the feel coming up on the inside. PSG, PSG, let it ride. Season 4, and it's ours tonight.
I'm going to hop out, and then I'll see y'all in a bit.
See ya. Good luck.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you too.
Thanks. just let me know before we, the audio goes live. Oh, gotcha, thanks. Well, welcome everyone to Season 4, Round 2 of the PHG World Series. This week we are at the Monza No Chicane track, or as I like to say, the Ferrari Top Speed Test Track. This week we are in Group C and the Legends dealership Group 3 or GT 500 type class Group 3 cars. So we'll see a representation of a lot of different makes and models today. Looks like we've got NSX out on the track for warm-up. Mayor McCheese from McDonald's getting some laps in.
Yeah, there I am. Yeah, well, people should hear me now. But yeah,
we can hear you.
Saying that. See, we got hovercraft in here. A lot easier to
Yep.
Jaggy.
C-Dubs in the house.
And like you was just saying, C-Dubs in there as well. But yeah, anyone not familiar, usually night qualifying is the basically Group 3 class.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. We'll probably see some Group C / Group 1 cars tonight, just due to people's schedules, but yeah, it should be mostly Group 3.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Some of these liveries.
You're not wrong, Talon. It was like Talon was talking about. We'll see who the slackers are when it comes to buying the cars.
Could be one right there. Could be one right there with the Group 3. Sorry, the M3. Yeah.
Oop. Guess we're starting our first session. But yeah, I did race practice yesterday, and I think it would have went a little bit better if I didn't massively underfuel inadvertently. I didn't mean to underfuel. I was like, oh, I guess that.
So what car were you driving around?
I'll be participating in the Group C class. So I'll be driving the Mazda 787B.
Okay. Did you see a lot of people practicing in that one?
We had Wood in there, and we had B Pats also. C-Dubs was in there. I think we had Booty Sweat representative, Nasty.
Nasty.
Yeah, hey.
Nice. Got some bunching up on the track here.
Yeah.
Sliding back.
Shaggy. Yeah, we hadn't looked at Shaggy's car yet. He's driving the GTR.
I believe it's a Subaru.
Yeah.
That's quite the shaggy set of colors there.
Pink wheels, pink headlights? Yeah, pink headlights. That's fun.
A big wing going on. Got it.
Oh yeah, he's got him built a Subaru R.
Yeah, Subaru GTR.
is. He's okay.
Nice.
Not at all.
Gotta see a faint Mountain Dew style Papa's House of Game.
Yeah, on both sides.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, everyone's on their first flyer, and I think with it being Monza, I don't think anyone's going to have their fastest lap until like towards the end.
Yeah. So I'm curious. I actually haven't done any practice how these softs hold up over the course of a couple of laps, and really what kind of impact fuel's going to have, you know, after a couple of laps. Are you shaving off a couple of tenths, or does it matter? I guess I'm curious to see.
Not sure what Shaggy decided on, but I think technically no, Michi, but I think he had like an idea for that. I think he was maybe going to possibly be guessed. I can't remember what he said.
He'll be back in. To my knowledge, we don't have any guest commentators lined up for tonight. I can check the schedule.
Just remember, curiosity killed a cat. But yeah, at least with the Mazda, it after a full qualifying session, you can get down to like around 75% of fuel.
Okay. I mean, that should be enough to make somewhat of a difference.
But since I was never going to have my fastest lap on the first couple laps, what I would end up doing is I would actually be on the medium tires to begin with. Then once I'm ready for my like 2 push laps, I'll then change the softs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, see, currently we have hovercraft at the moment with our provisional pole. Hello there, Papa. Hope you're doing alright this evening. But yeah, 40 flat for hovercraft. And both Broly and Shaggy are right there in the .9.
Yep, about halfway through the session now. So should have time for a few more laps.
I would say Talon with, unless you're someone like Wid, then generally the McLaren probably not viable, because it being Monza.
Well, I mean, the McLaren isn't. I thought I did some practice laps a while ago before Shaggy mentioned that this was no chicane. I was like, oh geez, got this all wrong. But the big issue I noticed with the McLaren is that it just cannot handle the curbs, and you really need to abuse the curbs here. So, yeah, like you catch a curb wrong and you're just gone.
But yeah, it's like people like me and Papa, we want anything McLaren to be viable, but it's like you need a divine intervention.
Looks like Raleigh on his next lap improved by about a tenth, a little over a tenth, I believe.
Yeah.
40.8 now.
It's improved.
I guess I'd say he's in the tiger stripe livery, possibly. I suppose that's what I would say. Looks like Hovercraft's in for what I'm assuming is a tire change and head back out. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, Mr. Casual, let's check out some of these other cars going around here. Let's see what C-Dubs and Food Stamps and American Cheese are doing. Again, yeah, when I was running some laps, had the wrong track layout, but the NSX seemed to be probably the most stable option. So maybe not the best for top end speed, but it was going to keep you safe. Tire wear wasn't the greatest. I thought fuel, I think, was pretty decent in the NSX if I remember right. So. Mowing the lawn a little bit. I like that livery though that C-Dubs has. It's understated, but I think it's pretty slick. Looks like a champagne color a little bit. Yeah. End times are coming across the line momentarily. All right, 4/10 improvement. Very good lap. Aggie coming up to the line here. Goes a little bit wide. If you get too wide there, it'll pull you off and slow you way down. Right. Hey, cool. Yeah, absolutely. So Hovercraft with a really good, strong starting lap, a 140 flat basically, 0.039. Wasn't able to improve to get under 140, but still a very strong lap. Brawley with a big improvement on his final lap, coming in at 140.4 even. Shaggy Doo with a nice improvement, 140.626. C-Dubs or bored to tears, as we see here. 1 minute 41 seconds. Yeah, there you go. .061, about a second off the pace there. RTR stamps at 1 minute 41 second 066, so only 5 thou difference between C-dubs and stamps. That's awfully close. And Stumpy coming in 6th place in this session, 1 minute 41 seconds, .626, or 624, excuse me. So nice strong start by Hovercraft to get us out of the gate. It looks like C-Dubs is pretty psyched about his session. Couldn't have went better apparently. Oh yeah. He's saving it for the race is what it is though. You know, lull you into a false sense of complacency and then rip your heart out. Yeah. Yeah. I get tense when I qualify. Like I feel it in my legs, and so you got to be smooth on the throttle and the brake. And I have a really hard time with precise movements on the throttle and the brake in qualifying. I was saying last week, I never felt like I had that problem before I raced with people I actually knew. I didn't care, and now that I race with people I know, I get super nervous. Yeah. They'll get pretty slick back there, I assume. Shaggy's joined back in. How's it going, Shags?
I hit my mark. I mean, I just hit that lap right before doing this, so I'm like, I knew I had that, but I also did it with a lighter tank. So, I bummed the second hot lap I was trying to do, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go try this because I haven't actually did it. I did it last week, and it worked out, and I set my best time ever in the qualifying. I do it this week. I set my best time ever in the qualifying. So I just save it for the right time. Yeah, otherwise I'm gonna wear myself out, and I don't want to do all that.
Old vet. So any surprises out there? Or everything as you expected it to be? Good spacing or everything?
Oh no, everybody was good though. Just be careful if you bum up your lap, guys. And you're not gonna have a good lap. Either quit back to the pits or get out of the way. That's about all I'm gonna say. Yeah, because you're gonna mess up people's mindset on the next corner if you're just swerving all over the track, guys.
Yeah.
So try to keep that in mind.
You know what? I'm gonna go off on a crazy tangent here and use this opportunity to address something somewhat similar. And this is just me talking here. But I see a lot of the times at the end of races when people will be coming across the line, they're not battling for position. They like to spin out across the finish line, which I get it. I think we've all done that. Sometimes that'll throw a yellow, and then if somebody's passing on that yellow, they can get a penalty. So whenever I see that, I'm like, hoping that never happens. So
yeah.
So now I never do that anymore because I'm like, I don't want to be the guy that threw a yellow and somebody had a pass going on and all of a sudden they get a penalty kind of thing. But yeah, I guess I've been just waiting for the opportunity to talk about that. So thanks, Shaggy.
Well, I don't want people to do that anyways because we do have the flags on and it will cause a penalty and people are battling and somebody's going to get a penalty for passing under the yellow. And we've had that happen just like that. And I also don't care for people gloating. I don't care if you win it, if you get second or if you get last. But all that swerving, I don't want to see it because I don't want to promote that. Like, ha, look what I did. Or if you beat somebody, even if it's a rival, if it's your friend or whatever, it just kind of comes off and it's kind of a little bit of a bad impression.
Yeah.
It can be perceived that way. It's not, if we know you, we probably don't care, but it's like somebody sees that and they're like, hey, what's he gloating about? He got 10th,
Well, and plus, I mean, if you're going to do that, you should just handle it the old school way and get in a fist fight in the pits. I mean, that's how we handled it in my day.
That would be nice. Yes. Yeah, we'll promote the fight like it's pay-per-view or something through the
Yeah.
stream. Hey, check out what's going on in here.
Turns into Mortal Kombat in the pits. Get over here.
Basically, the NASCAR way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right, who do we have? Who do we have in this lobby?
Oaks and here as well as football. Whatever their names are. So Drobo and Maverick.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I guess I'll have it on nicknames. I prefer to keep it on IDs, but since their IDs are nowhere near their nicknames, for this session I'll have it on nicknames so that we can tell.
Loving the M&M mobile here. It's great.
Yeah, it's funny.
Got in store for us.
A bit too much. But yeah, it was funny, Shaggy. Q was kind of slandering the M3 a bit, and M3 ends up getting provisionally pulled.
Well, I don't know if I was slandering the M3.
I mean, I don't really care if you slander a BMW or not. I know if you slander it enough, Audi will probably be happy somewhere.
And that's all that really matters, right? We got to make McNaughty happy. We got to get him in the right frame of mind. Put down the best lap.
I do like Maverick's livery, I will say. Well, he's got a pretty nice livery and his GTR. But yeah,
anybody, because we had people in Discord and whatever wondering if you could qualify tomorrow. Yes, you can qualify tomorrow for GT3. But you won't have priority in the lobby. If there's GT1 drivers wanting to qualify, they'll go first. If no more show up, and you can get the next session. We'll try to group y'all together if we can. So kind of try to be there early if you can. If not, we'll just bitch you in whenever. But yeah, GT3 is priority tonight. So if a GT1 driver wants to come in and qualify, they'll just have to wait for the GT3 drivers in the lobby already to knock out their sessions or whatever. And then you'll get your chance. Just a little bit of a waiting game sometimes. But at least mine's is short and not 20 minutes long.
Yeah, you might not be killed as efficiently since it is Monza. Without
that first, this is the first chicane in this layout, but that's about the only that, and if you hit the I don't know the names. I'm terrible with this unless it's like a NASCAR track or something. But coming up on where Oak is, well, I guess the corners. Ascaria. There you go. Yeah. Whatever it is. That can send you packing to a nice dirt grass nap. All of that.
Especially the exit, because you have that kind of like ballish curb on the left-hand side.
It's a weird combination through there. The good news is, though, the way the penalty is, you can kind of go wide if you miss that, like on the exit there. If you go wide just right, you won't incur a penalty. It'll kind of slow you down a little bit because you'll go through that rough gravel, but it's not as bad as it could be.
40.4 from Oak.
Well, I can see that.
Drobo.
Come on, Drobo. Gotta make that intercept look good.
41 from Maverick.
Yep, Maverick in the Subaru GTR.
So, you was asking me any surprises earlier. I think it was who was in the lobby before? Diablo? No, Diablo in the last one, he had a 40.4 in the Supra. That's actually very impressive too. That's what impressed me is, and in Stamps, of course, had a 41 flat. So the Supra is actually pretty good. I guess I never practiced enough with it because it was a little bit slower to me than the GTR, or at least to my skill level or abilities. I didn't quite get it down there, but not to say it can't be, valuable in race.
I think you were out qualifying, Shaggy, but I was talking about how I did practice a little bit for this a couple of weeks ago, but I had the wrong track layout. I was practicing with the chicane version, but I thought the Supra had the potential to be a pretty strong car.
Yeah,
I think it gave me my fastest laps, but the NSX was the most stable platform to race on. And I think the NSX had better fuel efficiency.
We had a daily here the other day in the Group 3 cars. So, of course, I used these cars, but it had the chicane. I don't remember which one was quicker, but I think I like the Supra more. I don't know, the MRs are just a little weird here. Like, they have too much grip in the wrong places. Like, you want it to be a little loose and free on exit or whatever, and the MRs just kind of want to stick, like really, really stick to the corner. Like, you want a little bit of a give. The FRs will actually give that to you. Hell, even the silhouette wasn't half bad.
That's crazy talk.
I know, right? But I'm glad to see a variety so far, actually.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be a good mix for the race.
Yeah, because while you were qualifying, Shaggy, I was talking to you about some of the practicing I did last night. Yeah, I think I was the only one that ran the Mazda. I think the other Group C runners were using the R92. So it seems like people are, unless they change their mind, kind of set on the R92 from what I saw.
Right.
Curious what the advantage is there, if it's a fuel or tire or pace thing.
I think here, the way I have it set up, you probably want to utilize as much fuel as you can, or fuel saving as you can, or a car that's just better on fuel in general. I think that's what a Nissan and a Mazda will be the main picks, because the other three cars are not as good on gas. Like, they don't get as many laps out of a tank. But if they're slower, at least the tire wear would be better. So I always think, you can't wear the tires down if the car is just slow.
Theoretically.
Theoretically. If it just weighs a ton and is also slowed, and then, yeah.
There's some of those in the game.
Right. Come on, Drobo. I want to see a 40 from that NSX. I know you got it. I think he said he hit a 41 flat.
Did he?
I'm like, give me a 40.9.
Okay.
That's what I want. I didn't use it enough, though, but it can get, or at least in my ability, I was getting at least a mid 41. I just didn't trust it enough. Like, it wasn't, consistent enough for myself. The FRs give that little bit of a turn into the corners. You kind of just, you're able to stick to it, and it feels like it wants to be a little stiff on you.
You really need to be straddling the sausages on those chicanes, though, and I don't feel like I'm seeing people do that. It could just be the feed or.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because that
I was
chicane is the entry into the chicane that you can cut the hell out of. It's just a very fine margin on the exit.
Drobo is up half a second on his lap now. Come on. Get that 40. I know you got it in you. I want to see an NSX up there. I want to see like 3 or 4 different cars in top split. That'd be nice.
The Parabolica is not, at least in my opinion, an easy corner to hit, but when you do hit it right, you can pick up a tenth or more just in this corner.
It feels like an accomplishment when you hit that right, though.
It really
so
does.
nice. Oh, 41.2. So close.
Getting there.
More go.
Oh, with a 40.198. Times are dropping like that.
For Mavericks. There. Okay. Yeah, you can't type Mishi because you keep talking about food.
Oh, Not the
I
worst
thought
thing in the world.
pokes were some sort of food.
Ah.
Oh, Drobo. Well,
Oh,
141.2
hey.
though. That's a good lap.
I mean, I think that's a great lap. I feel like the top two splits are going to be a second apart, like across, because it's going to be that close. Monza's always a close proximity track, especially with only like 4 or 5. Not even. It doesn't even feel like there. There's like 3 braking zones when you look at it.
Yeah,
Um,
pretty much.
like hard braking zones, anyways.
Yeah, since you don't have the first chicane and you only have the second chicane.
Right.
Yeah, it's like not many braking zones. It's just about carrying the speed throughout the lap without getting a pin. I won't totally spoil his time, but Wid was in the 26s. Talon.
Sounds about right.
Hey, Papa, be the change you want to see in the world. That's all I'm gonna say.
I want to say I hit a 27. I just hit a 27 with the Jaguar.
So Oak just missed his time
Oh.
by 27 thou, but certainly a solid
Okay.
time.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Hey, maybe we can talk a little bit about, so, potentially that M3 is going to be the meta for qualifying, but how does it stack up in terms of race strategy? Any idea?
I don't know. On paper, it didn't look like it was much difference, or there wasn't much difference on the fuel. But maybe because it is one of those BMWs, and apparently you can short shift and get the most out of it, or at least what I've heard. If it's anything like the Group 4, maybe that's the key. I don't know. I can't short shift. I can't do none of that. I just push go, and
well, you
if
could.
I run
You
out of
just don't
fuel,
want to.
all the way across the line.
You have time for that mess.
No. It kind of is my fault with the curse of the shaggy lobbies. I said my lobbies add 10 pounds, so that's the difference between a 39 and a 40. So we'll call it that.
Freshman 15.
We'll put the 10 pounds right on the right front tire. Makes it a little harder to turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the funny thing is there hasn't been weather, so people can't even like it's Shaggy's fault because of the weather. It's like it's been clear skies.
So far.
Well, that's because I haven't got Kaz to give the okay to right. I haven't got the okay from Kaz. He said he was going to do something about this weather or lack thereof. And I'm like, yeah, because it's too sunny. I mean, it does rain in Italy, doesn't it? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like because the IRL Monza it got hit by storms however many years ago at this point, and now it's like it doesn't have nearly the amount of trees that it does now.
Right.
All right, so for this set of 3, leading us off was Oak, coming in at 1 minute 40 seconds and 0.198. So a really strong lap. That's going to slot him into second place, I believe. Maverick coming in at 1 minute 41.074, just off of breaking into the 140s. And Drobo with a good lap in that NSX, 1 minute 41.2. May have had something for us if not for that incident on the final hot lap there. So good round from all of them.
But yeah, funnily enough, I've actually done some multi-class here and there on GT. The one that I think of, the group I did it with, forget what track we raced at. I think it might have been the really long straight Tokyo track, the one that's on the highway. And I think we did all 4 groups. So we had 4 drivers each in group 1 through 4. was like, it was a fun race, but yeah, I've kind of dabbled in it a couple of times. And then I watch a lot of, whether it's iRacing or LMU, I do watch a fair bit of multi-class racing as well. But yeah, so far it's just Hovercraft with his 40 flat, and then you have Oak not far behind with his 40.1, but yeah. Been seeing a few different cars. Curious on what ends up everyone going with between the Supra, the NSX, GTR, M3. Oh, and Shaggy Subaru.
Yeah.
Yes, my Subaru. That is all.
But
it's a 1 of 1 collector's edition. I think you're going to auction it off after the race, right?
Sure. 1 of 1, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we should have a cutoff time, right? I think we had
Yeah.
8 or 9 drivers. So I don't think that
Oh.
cutoff time is correct.
Yeah, because the cutoff time is Oaks time.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
On the ticker on the top of the screen, we're showing the cutoff time for Split 1 as 1 minute 40-second 198. That can't be right.
Yeah. Technical difficulties, working on it.
I mean, Leo, it wouldn't be the first time you showed up at the wrong time.
Probably. I'm here.
But don't worry, you won't be the only one using the Mazda. Even if everyone goes with the Nissan, I'll be using the Mazda tomorrow night and for this weekend.
Yeah, Drobo, whatever split you end up in, you're probably going to win it. Just on fuel mileage alone in that NSX. Just very ballsy. It's just, it probably wouldn't make top split, but if you end up in the second split, hey, them guys are, they better watch out.
I mean,
you just run long, save fuel, and then all of a sudden you're like 20 seconds ahead of everybody. And you're like, the hell did he come from? He didn't really come from anywhere. He just didn't need to use all the fuel like y'all did.
Yeah, have the front runners be running their race in Group 3, and then into the race, I'm like, what the flip? I was like, where the hell did that M3 come from?
I think that GTR should be decent on fuel as well. It normally is, and I'd expect it's a little better on tires than the NSX.
Yeah, Mr. Casual, switch back to the GT7 nicknames. We run everything through GT7 nicknames. Because Mishi's trying to do all the times, and you switched it over, and she didn't know what she was looking at. Okay, we log all the times for the nicknames. There you go. Okay, I think we're good now. Later.
Yeah, I only switched it because the one session, we had no clue who the other two were until we looked at nicknames. Like, oh, it was Maverick and Drobo. Because their IDs were definitely not anywhere near their nickname. So we were like, who?
Yeah, so if anything's like a little off right now, it was because of that. Because she was asking me, like, what's this and what's that? And I'm like, he must have clicked the button over or whatever. And it's all good. We know what we're doing now. Kind of.
Yeah, we're back on now, and I'll be...
It's the very first round. I'll do that later. Peace.
But we want it on IDs and not nicknames.
Yeah, that's what Shaggy typically runs off of. But yeah, because I normally keep it on IDs, so I just kind of knew some people were, and I was like, yeah, don't forget that your first PSN ID name change is free. Now, if you want to change it after that, then yeah, you have to pay for it.
Okay.
But let's see, we got K-Dub in here. See what he can do in his Crimson GTR. But yeah, for the longest time you couldn't change your name, Nasty. I forget when they finally allowed you to change it, but yeah, they give you one free name change. And that goes for your alt accounts as well, because I did like a ID change on my alt account, and it was free. But yeah, after the first free name change, I think it's $10 to change it again.
It actually costs me to do that. That's so dumb.
After the first time, they do pound the flesh from you, but yeah, the first one's free. Regardless, I think of whether you have PlayStation Plus or not. I'm only saying. But yeah, it's like for the longest time, it was like I think you could only change your name besides on PC, on Xbox, because Xbox had that for a while, the ability to change. But yeah, PlayStation finally eventually got around to that. And cool thing is, if you choose, you can have your old name still displayed somewhere on your profile if you want it, or you can just throw it into the trash can and just rock your new name slowly.
I think that's how people end up in witness protection. You know, they just change their PSN and disappear forever. No, maybe not.
Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about witness protection. So,
that's what somebody in witness protection would say.
I was going to say, if I wanted to trigger some people, I could say I could trigger people that play GTA saying Michael was in witness protection. I know he wasn't, but yeah. Funnily enough, I kind of watched some GTA 5 stuff, but it's more kind of like modded stuff, like Rainbow Miser or Chaos Mod.
Okay. I'm actually not familiar with Grand Theft Auto much at all.
But yeah, I'm not interested in playing 5. I'll play 6 since I'm from Florida. So that's why I'll play 6.
I go around calling everybody NPCs, like in real life, like out, driving around, and they drive like people on Grand Theft Auto, just hitting whatever and bumping into things and just randomly cussing each other out for no reason. Like, what the hell is going on? And I'm like, oh yeah, we're definitely stuck in a simulation at this point with like the way it is. I'm like, oh, so it's just like Grand Theft Auto 6. We just didn't know it yet.
That's real life. Trapped in some sort of simulation.
You know,
I might just be an NPC, you know.
But yeah, the thing I mentioned, like the Chaos mod is like pretty. It's pretty wild on some of the stuff that's in that mod. It'll be like you'll be driving on your way as Michael to like your next mission, and you can either have the mod set to pick an option randomly, or you can integrate it with your Twitch chat if you stream on Twitch, and people can vote through Twitch on which 4 options that are going to happen next. It's pretty cool. But
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun.
yeah, like option 1 could be like explode nearby pets. Option 2 could be like I don't know, vehicles disappear on impact, stuff like that.
All right. Let's see what K-Dub puts down here.
He's gonna go in.
What's happening?
Yeah, I was like, make your mind up, guy.
That's,
I thought he was gonna-
Doesn't seem to go as planned.
I was like, left or right, K-Dub?
A little bit of damage there.
Yeah, apparently he picked right instead of left.
Maybe that's going to give him some extra arrow advantage.
Yeah, be careful not to hit that line on exit. You can barely see it in the shadow, but very important not to hit.
You kind of almost have no excuse besides the shadow, like you said. You almost have no excuse on hitting that line in the GT3 L cars, because you're a narrow car with less power. But if you're in like Group C, then it's like, well, we'll give you a pass.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're racing in the chicane layout, you might be over anxious to try to get over and get set up for that chicane. But with no chicane, there's no reason to jump over to the left side of the track.
I've always hated that though. How far that line extended to where by the time you were able to get over, oh, you got to turn right. Like it was that close. I mean, that's literally why we had Max Verstappen's car on Lewis Hamilton's car one year in a Monza race, which Danny Rick won, by the way. That was kind of nice because they took each other out. Somebody's got to win it. And I was like, so this is where like F3 cars come from?
Goodness.
GP2 engine?
Oh my. But yeah, I was like, yeah, it's kind of odd with me in regards to GTA 5. It's like I watched a few different creators, and like one of them does just racing. His name is Bruffy1322, but yeah, he just does only GTA 5 racing.
Interesting. I haven't played any of that stuff in years, and I remember the lowrider racing on San Andreas.
But
That was the extent of my wanting to race on GTA.
But yeah,
Because those are fun.
and some of the racing is pretty cool on there. It's like, okay, this looks pretty fun. But yeah, I don't really care for like GTA Online sort of content for the most part. But, K-Dub?
It's probably going to incur a penalty. Yeah, the tires are dirty now. It's going to be really hard to turn that. Oh,
Yeah,
car.
that's what's going to get you. Yeah, when you get into the green coming out of on that exit.
Yeah.
Quick.
Well, this one, though, I late apex a lot with this car. Kind of try to just throw it into the corner, but before you get on the gas, have it already turned. So by the time you're, full acceleration, it's kind of just winding left and not going straight left. It's kind of easing into it. He still has another shot at a lap here, though, so
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
it's not all bad yet.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. He had to match up the left front with the right front. So now he's balanced out and he's ready to go for his actual hot lap. Tires are warm. It's all part of the plan.
Oh, yeah. You're nice and warmed up.
Never any doubt.
He might have had better luck if he drove a Subaru, but he chose GTR.
I knew, really. Yeah, that's where he messed up. It didn't say Subaru on it. The game said nah. It's like a bouncer at a club. Subarus only. GTR, no.
That's what it's
Until
going to take to
CW
get into races next season.
C-Dubs is also
Nice
driving.
sponsor.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
go ahead.
C-Dubs is also driving the GTR. I'm gonna ask him. Well, that's why he didn't have the speed boost. You gotta call the Subaru speed boost.
Yeah.
Doesn't have it otherwise. Has 150 horsepower. You know.
Yeah, it's like maybe if his name was Paul Walker, he could get the most out of it.
Almost had
no,
you.
no
You
comment.
never had the car. Oh. I think K-Dubs is yep, I'm good on that. Don't know if that is not an improvement. That is
Yeah.
not
Well,
that
it
is
well, the Delta matches his car at least.
red. Yeah.
Looks like he'll be coming in at a 1:41.998. So, keeping it under 142. Curious to see where the split cutoff times are. So, that could still be a split creek potentially.
Just gonna tell you that 998 is probably a good name for the next Porsche. They're not very original. They just kind of do the same thing over and over again. 99 something. I mean, it is a German car, so it's like no, 8.
Have a whole
Language
whole,
jokes. Nice.
Yeah, have like a whole board meeting trying to figure out what we're going to call this. Kind of like what PlayStation does every time they're like, all right, what are we going to call the next PlayStation? Well,
I still, when they get to a PlayStation 9 in Germany, it has to be 9 and not 9. It's gotta be. Come on.
PlayStation 9.
But by then though, it will be virtual reality, and we'll have actual flying cars and all that stuff that Back to the Future told us we would have in 2015. But closest thing we had to that was the hoverboards, and everybody was just falling off and breaking stuff on those. Basically, the worst Christmas present you could ever have is a trip to the doctor's office.
oh,
Unless you're into that kind of thing.
oh yeah.
But
That's not even a fundraising.
We are starting to get like personal, drones and that kind of thing. So, I guess better late than never. But yeah, I was told in the late 90s that, probably early 90s, by the time 2000 came around, we'd all be flying around in our personals, hovercrafts or whatever. I don't want to use the term hovercraft because we actually have hovercraft racing with us, but you know what, hovercraft, we were told that we would be you, and I'm just living in perpetual disappointment now because I'm not.
Yeah, we were told we would have him sooner, but here he is. I guess better late than never, So it's like, okay. We are on season 4, guy. Could have already. I mean, he could have been in season 1. That was an entirely PHG season, but still could have been around. He kind of was around, I guess.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, in the area, adjacent.
PHG adjacent.
Yep.
For people who, hang around but they're not PHG, they're just PH adjacent. P adjacent.
We call them farts. That's what we call them.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get to something that sounds a little better. I think I'm failing, but
that's their name. I mean, that's their. They named them. It's like when some people are like, okay, you shouldn't dress yourself. Well, they named themselves, and that's what they come up with. All the other options, but fart was the option that they chose.
Yeah, that's so you always know when they waft into the room. No sneaking up on you.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
That talent, proud fart.
Oh, jeez.
No fart. Flex.
Thanks, Papa.
That's like when you hear it, you're like, that shook the couch.
Old fart. There you go.
Old fart. That's one that's been in there too long. Been around too long. Old part.
All right, so 10 drivers have qualified so far. If you're sitting on the fence, you're watching this broadcast, and you're curious about this setup, this league, if it looks fun to you and you haven't done it before, or if you're just not sure if you want to jump into this round, I just encourage you to jump in. You got nothing to lose. Lay down a time. Let's get some drivers on the track. Split one cutoff is currently at a 141.074.
Okay.
So yeah, we got right now about a second gap between top of split one and the cutoff.
And we've had 4 different cars used so far.
5,
Very nice.
I think, right? We've had the
Should be
GTR, we've had the
M3.
M3, the Supra.
It's cool. Because we haven't seen the McLaren.
Yeah, but we have seen a Subaru.
Oh, that's true. We got 5. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm disappointed.
Goodness.
I just wish it said Subaru and not GTR. Wish there was a way I could change that. Get into the coding and every time you see a GTR. Nope, it's a Subaru.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody could pull it off, just not
Oh,
somebody
yeah.
like me. Yeah.
I know a guy.
Yeah.
Probably.
There's got to be somebody associated, adjacent to PHG who could figure that out.
Skill issue.
Where is? But yeah, I was like, not sure where I'll end up for qualifying when I have a goal tomorrow night. Honestly, not really sure. I don't. I was thinking last week part of the reason why we didn't have more quicker. We still have quick people, but I was thinking last week being IRO, I was like, that's probably where most of the fast people are at.
What are you talking about? The fast people were in the race. The fastest people were in the race. And I will not hear any other part of that. I'm just kidding, Mr. Casual.
Yeah, I would have actually raced last week, but I was like, well, I kind of needed to make top split in order to do so. I was like, well, I didn't make top split, so I guess I'll just use it as one of my drop rounds. So I was like, oh well.
The third split. And just start the back if you want. I mean, I can't arrange that. You know.
I did think about the third split. I was like, I mean, it's not the biggest deal.
I know, but it's something to do. I mean, I did it, and I started just about last. Just kind of was patient the entire time. I literally had no practice for that. I knew the strat, and that was pretty much it. So I was kind of finding my way around there for the first, so many laps. And
because I literally didn't practice at all for round 1 until literally the night of qualifying. So I was like, I just kind of decided on the win. I was like, sure, why not? We'll try.
I think that's the Shaggy method. Not too much practice. Lay down your best lap. Jump in the qualifying.
I pretty much have done that the last 2 rounds so far because I did that and I set my best lap in qualifying last round, and I did it this round. Wasn't by much, but it was still better than the one I set like 15 minutes prior before getting onto the broadcast and talking to you guys and everything. Before we got on here, and I was like, I don't need to do no more than that. I'm gonna wear my hands out because I wasn't even sure if I was gonna be on here or qualifying tonight or anything. I was nauseous and not feeling good earlier. Took some medicine and got to feeling better. Ate some sandwiches, of course. Got to do that. Definitely helped.
But you repeat yourself. You said you took some medicine and ate some sandwiches. I assume those are the same thing.
Well, it was actually sandwich, medicine, sandwich. Then not
Sandwiches
sandwich.
were your medicine.
I had like Chinese rice and chicken and egg roll after. Not sandwich, but yeah, close enough.
Yeah. I mean, an egg roll is just kind of like a wrapped up sandwich. You know, like kind of
Oh,
like a
pretty much.
taco is kind of like a sandwich.
Right.
Yeah. Like at what point does it stop being a taco and it becomes like a hero or sub sandwich or something like that?
I guess when it's in lot, then it's like next to a burrito. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Burrito and a egg roll have a lot in common.
I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
Very
like
true.
taquitos.
Hey, real quick, while we're
Mhm.
waiting for people to join the lobby, I think I'm going to go over our sponsors. Point them out on the cars as we're driving by. But for those who are just joining us or watching, for the first time, we do have a set of sponsors here for the PHG World Series Season 4. We have 4 sponsors this season. One is our returning sponsor, been with us here for several seasons now. And then we have 3 new sponsors. So the returning sponsor is 4D Racewear. If you're not familiar with 4D Racewear, 4D Racewear redefines sim racing comfort with high-performance gear like their specialized shoes and breathable gloves, all engineered to maximize pedal feel and protect your high-end investment. It's the ultimate choice for racers who want real-world durability and precision during those long, intense sessions. So if you haven't checked out 4D Racewear, I encourage you to. You can see the graphics even scrolling by on the screen there in front of you. One of our new sponsors this season is SimNet. They're an emerging powerhouse in the hardware space, delivering high-precision hydraulic pedals and haptic feedback systems that bridge the gap between affordability and professional realism. So if you're looking to upgrade your immersion with cutting-edge engineering that doesn't break the bank, SimNet is the brand. I have SimNet pedals. I just got them, a few months back. I'm on a Fanatec base, and the SimNet pedals are compatible with Fanatec, which is pretty neat. And I do consider my SimNet pedals to be an upgrade over the Club Sport V3s that I guess I still have, but was using. Similarly, we have MZW, Sim Hardware is a sponsor with us this season as well. They specialize in premium boutique racing components, including ultra lightweight forged carbon fiber wheels and add-ons. They're the go-to for enthusiasts who demand high-end aesthetics and bespoke quality to give their rig a professional custom finish. And then jumping back into the real world, if you have some sort of mishap in your racing room or otherwise, we've got Paul Davis Restorations. They have nearly 60 years of experience, and they are the gold standard for recovering residential and commercial properties from water, fire, and mold damage, or just random racing damage that you might have in your rig room. They combine a heritage of innovation with deep commitment to empathy, helping people get back into the places they love after a disaster strikes. So big shout out to our sponsors. Thank you for helping make this all possible.
Yeah, while you were doing that, Papa's in here. He's going to be seemingly the next one to qualify, unless someone else pops in to qualify.
Yeah, and he did jump into that McLaren F1, so I call this the Bavarian McLaren. But curious to see what this can do for a time. I mean, you got to be really, I'll say, precise with how you hit the sausages and careful with how you kind of come off of the sausages. But I think that there's a good time in this car. So, I guess we'll see.
Plus,
Yeah, just forget y'all saw that.
yeah. I was about to say something, then I see shenanigans going on, and I'm not talking about the lag shenanigans. I'm just like, okay. I guess
I
that's the
mean,
line.
PD actually forgot about that. They didn't even give him a penalty. They were like, "Nah, it's fine. We'll let it slide this time."
Can you pull up the telemetry? There you go. Yeah, interesting. He's on the hot lap as well, so no penalty there. Let's see if anybody learns.
Let's see what he said. "I will forget every turn." Ooh, yeah, you got a little deep in that though. It slowed him down. He didn't off the tires.
Yeah, I think Papa's getting a feel for the circuit, quite literally in the sense.
No, but straddling the sausage is scary.
You know, they say you got to test the boundaries, so I suppose that's what's going on.
I don't want to test those. I need an adult? I am an adult. What?
Yeah. Don't take that too seriously. You don't want to be too much of an adult.
Nah. No, I've watched a lot of Team 4-Star stuff and Dragon Ball Z Abridged. So for those who know anything about that, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, when I was in high school, the Dragon Ball Z on
Oh yeah.
Toonami.
Oh, I know. I remember coming home and it being on. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, I actually would get home at a good time because I think back in the day it would come on at, say it was like 4 in the afternoon, and I would get home like around 3 or 3:30.
It's looking pretty smooth so far. This last, I call it the big chicane. It can get you though in this car.
Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
You can if you miss that deep part there. You can still, because my bad laps when I would hit that and go a little too far, they were only a couple of tenths off. What I could do normally through there. So even then, it's still manageable to get out of that. Dirty tires a little bit, but still something to run away with.
I just saw a advertising banner for a company I used to work for in the game. Forgot that it was there. So 143.
Yeah.
143 flat. So he's got some room to improve.
Shaggy,
time down.
Shaggy Leo said that he actually went to school with one of the guys that's on Team 4-Star.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That I think we all have that little bit of a claim to fame. Like my ex-sister-in-law went to school with Britney Spears. Yeah. So that whole
Danica Patrick. So
that's
with
cool.
the racing team, I had Danica and I was a senior. She was a sophomore, and I think it was like a marketing class or something like that. But she wasn't there often. That's when she was doing her card stuff over in the UK. But she was there occasionally.
It's kind of crazy because she went to school with Britney Spears, and then my other ex-sister-in-law, my brother, the same guy, found both of them. She went to school with the drummer for 3 Doors Down.
Nice.
So because we were right down the street from where they started and everything, and so my brother, when they had their little up and coming bands in high school and whatnot, they come up at the same time, and so I've seen them and before they're all famous and everything, and they've jammed and everything. I was like 8 or 9 years old at this time, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, you could have had an entirely different experience.
Right.
Like my school, we weren't known for sports like football, but we were kind of out in the boonies, if you will. So we were more of a track and cross country sort of school. But we had a pretty good baseball team, and I don't remember what year he graduated, but there was guy that played baseball for my school, and he even made his way all the way up to MLB, and I think he even played for a number of years for the New York Mets.
Nice.
That's cool.
Well, actually, I used to be a major league pitcher back in the 80s and early 90s, so you can look me up. I played for the Cardinals and the Royals.
Okay.
Some share a name with a guy.
Yeah, I knew you're going with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother-in-law,
all the
he's a
time.
big Cardinals fan. So, once every couple years for Christmas, I'll give him something Cardinals related.
Yeah.
No, Papa just decided he wants to do a little qualifying run to see where he stacks up the competition. So we're gonna do one of these while we wait for other
Yeah.
drivers to pop in.
Yeah, it was just practice.
All the seats. Yes.
Do it.
He did it last round, so he might make this a thing to show up and be in the most non-meta car. Probably. He was in the Viper last round, and I think it had one jitter throughout the splits, so you never know.
But
Every night he might find a good.
And this gives us the opportunity too to say, all cars are represented in qualifying. And,
Oh, yeah.
142 and a half is not a terrible lap, So
He also hasn't driven. He says in days. He real life priorities and whatnot. They get in the way sometimes. And
what?
yeah, I know, right?
What is that?
I have no. I hear it's not nice right now, so don't go outside. You won't like it outside. But so we'll stay inside and play video games. Forget about all of that.
And with where Papa lives at, it's like there might be a good chance he can't go outside because it's a snow day.
Yeah, he doesn't really have a choice sometimes with that.
Sometimes I tell people that I do this, play racing games, but in my mind it's not a game until I explain it to people, and then I think back, I'm like, I just told them I like to play video games. It doesn't feel like that to me.
You're like, nerd.
Yeah, that's me in my own head after I'm done talking. Like, oh man, I'm such a nerd.
Right.
But I'm fine with it too, so.
Yeah.
No problem with it.
I'm in the same spot as well, Q. If someone wants to look down on me for something I enjoyed, then I was like, okay. I was like, there was life before you, and there will be life after you. So I was like, okay.
They can have fun and plain and boring, and we'll just go play something else.
Yeah, so I was like, but yeah, I try to be mindful of who
The Force?
connect with. I don't really try dating, even though I'm single. I'm just, if it happens, it happens. But I don't really try dating all that much.
There's so much effort, and a lot of times the return is not there, and it's like, why am I doing this? I kind of looked out on mine, so
Yeah,
Huh?
you don't even know what I don't even know what you're talking about, man.
I do.
Nothing. I don't know. I don't know why, but you're just here now, and I'm like, I'm okay with that. Not complaining. But you wake up one day and you're like, oh, this happened. Cool.
Where am I? Where are my shoes?
Right.
Where all this laundry come from?
Doesn't laundry just do itself? I throw it somewhere, next thing I know it's done. I think it just does itself.
I've seen it, and it's like, come here. Every time I leave out dirty clothes,
Yeah,
and I go to sleep, and I wake up, they're clean again.
that is exactly what I'm talking about. That's hilarious. He calls the police to come and investigate.
It happens every night.
Yeah, very good. Of course, I showed that to my wife. She wasn't that
So Papa's first
That's a better
time
car.
is 42-1 so far.
Nice. Yeah, so there's some potential in this car, actually. It's just
Oh yeah.
it tries to kill you.
I didn't do enough practicing these cars. Limited time for different things and all, and I can get carried away with practicing and it just wears my hands out and I'm really just no use once I actually try to do something I want to do. The not benefits of the controller. It's also modified now because the rubber piece broke off. I mean, it works.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't. Oh, and the tires are definitely saying, "Yep, we're done."
Yeah.
I feel like it's a one-shot qualifying with this particular particular settings because of how much they wear. It is 5 times. I didn't make it that easy.
Seems to be even on the left-hand tires.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's certainly heavy.
Papa, you gotta lean to the right a little bit more. Yeah, throw the weight around a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, not gonna lie, I do sometimes lean myself. Maybe not as much as others, but yeah, I do find myself.
I do as
I'm
well.
a controller
That's
when I do
good.
that.
I'm not the only person who does that. It's great to hear. Thanks, guys.
I'm on the controller and I do that, and it's like, what's the benefit of that? I don't know. It feels right. You know.
Yes.
I haven't watched the guy myself, but I forget his name. But I've heard that there's a streamer that will literally, he's got a whole like cockpit and whatnot, but he'll lean so much he'll lean all the way out of the view of the camera. I haven't watched it myself, but I've heard about that.
See, I would
Hanging out of the rig.
understand. I would understand that if he was doing like Supermoto, like Super GT, not Super GT, but like the bikes, how low. I mean, I would understand that. I'd be like, okay, yeah, I want a motion rig for that.
Oh,
because
that
of how
would be amazing.
fun. I know
Think how much
the
of exercise that would be.
holy crap, that's cardio, and you're playing a game.
Throwing that rig all around like a bike. Yeah.
Jeez.
That'd be awesome to watch, though. Just watch some guy throwing his rig around.
Yeah.
The bad thing is, my thing starts doing a 360. You're like, stop it.
Yeah.
Well-
What happens? You know, you gotta do it in a padded room. So what happens when you crash on your rig and it like bucks you off and you go flying? You know?
You're like, you have to go to a psych ward. You know, they got the perfect padded rooms for that.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go play my game now. I'm not crazy, you're crazy. Play.
Yeah, the only time I really played any bike games, Drive Club eventually put in a Drive Club bikes, and I played a fair bit of that. But I never really played any.
I played Ride a lot. I don't know if y'all played those, because you could play everything from like, super bikes to just cruisers, Harleys and whatever. That was kind of fun though, and it would be the original tracks were actually really fun on there because a lot of them took you to the country and like different, like you'd be riding your Harley, through the Midwest and whatever, I don't know, just back roads and everything. It's kind of nice.
But yeah, I could never try, say, like, I think it's called, what's the bike game? It's called Ride, I think the newest one is 5, but like Ride 5, where they have Isle of Man. I could never try to do Isle of Man.
Oh yeah,
I would definitely
That's
die.
crazy.
be like on a Ducati or something. This is scary.
And then the fact that people do that IRL, I was like, more power to you, but I would be like, nope, I don't got the mental.
Yeah, that
He's really pushing it this lap.
he messed up a little bit prior to it. It was on the chicane. It's really easy to overstep the braking there because you have that one attempt. If you mess it up, You either turn in too much and you get a penalty, or you turn in too late and then you have to brake additionally to make the exit. It's a no-win situation. I wish there was an option to take the chicane away too. No chicanes, because that would be pretty cool though if it went all the way around, took that chicane out, and you would have all that speed all the way to that the top corner. That'd be kind of nice, actually. I get
too much of a cakewalk.
Good. Mine's already like sucks from the first chicane, which is the worst one, I think.
Yeah.
You can never get that one.
Even when you hit it right, it never feels right. At least in my opinion, like you can hit it perfect and it just still feels, I don't know, just wrong.
Probably did much better through there this time.
Yeah, that was smooth.
You can kind of straddle the curb a little bit, but like it's so easy to do it wrong. I just don't touch it at all. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to touch that.
Yeah, I think I've just always kind of straddled it for, going back generations of GT. That's just how I do it now. But
I would love it if you give me a penalty every time. It finds a way to do it. I got it right. Penalty. I'm like, nope. I don't care. I will just be really good at all of the other parts of the track and then not that part. I will just make up for it.
So if you can nail this Parabolica, yeah, you can get into the 41s potentially.
Oh, you gotta get the car down. Gotta get the car down.
Yeah,
Get the car down.
deep.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I was worried about that one.
He's not for us. Oh,
Yeah, you
that's
let
cool.
off.
Yeah.
well, once again, Talon's disappointed. He wanted to see a 41.
It's got it in it. It does. I want to say I did at least a mid 41 in this. I don't know. It's not consistent for me. The problem. I will probably tell you about that as well. It just feels like it gets worse and worse. Like the other cars get worse a little bit just because of the tire wear. This one gets. If anything changes, it's not happy with you and it's not happy with itself, and well, it shows.
But it
It's
acts
like,
out
no.
accordingly. Yeah. Still, 142.1, not too bad.
Hey, gave it the effort.
That's right. The old college try.
Oh yeah. By the way, I actually did repair my controller. The rubber piece come off, and I didn't have like anything I could put on there, so I took a latex glove, I put a little round piece on there, and then I super glued it to it. And it's enough of the spacing of the previous rubber that it just fits right on there, and it's kind of nice.
Huh.
So now it looks like my controller has an eye. It's like an Aston Martin color with that green with like a yellow eye.
Goodness me.
It's very interesting.
Even in
So
truck.
maybe you're going a bit too far with the precautions for the antivirus or whatever it is. Gotta keep that
It's
control
Ebola
safe.
now. You never heard. We got all these things coming up now, so watch
Yeah,
out,
I heard about
guys.
Ebola. Yeah.
Time to go resell some toilet paper for way too much.
Since I work in retail, it's kind of like dawned on me recently that I have a pet peeve of. So with the whole antivirus thing going on, people have been wearing masks a bit more. There's still people that don't wear it. I've seen people that will have the mask on but have it underneath their chin. That kind of defeats
Right.
the purpose.
Like, what's the point? One thing COVID showed me, COVID sucked, but it occurred to me about 2 years after COVID that, everybody was wearing masks at work or not going out. I hadn't been sick, not even a cold, in like 2 years. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I've been sick since then.
Oh,
when I
goodness.
get sick now, I actually slap a mask on because I'm like, I don't want to give somebody else my sick, my cold, my flu, whatever, but it was kind of nice, learning that, hell, we don't have to be sick. I've just gotten used to getting sick every year because kids in school and going to work, and 2 whole years with no cold was pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Fortunately, I only ever had COVID once, and that's not bad considering I work in retail. So I was like, that's actually not too shabby.
Not too shaggy either.
Yeah, and I guess I'm just lucky like that because I know of a friend who got it at least like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, that's no good.
Multiple offender. Oh.
But yeah, I got like one of the bad variants. Well, they're all bad, really. But I think when I caught COVID, it was during the Delta variant, and so it was like, yeah, felt like I was going through a constant asthma attack since I couldn't really breathe.
Yeah, no good. Oh, what happened to those? Somebody named Crasher was here. Crasher left.
Yeah, they always come in. It's nothing new. They come in and they leave. And I'm like, okay.
All right, now, Mishi, what do you want from me? Oh, like, yeah, I changed it from IDs to nicknames, and then you're like, I need IDs. I was like, okay, we're back on IDs, and now you're telling me to change the name again.
I didn't know they were. I thought that was a different name. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
Yes, nicknames. Nicknames only.
Nicknames only?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we don't have names for the same person in different times. We don't want to get it all confused.
Oh,
But,
that's Saint. I realized that was
yeah,
Saint. Okay.
All right. So I'll keep it on nicknames for the rest of the
So Saint will, at one time in anything, be the overall leader for GT1. He's probably be like, "Yep, cancel all the races. It's over. We're done."
Take that, Wid. You suck.
It's like, yep, I think we can wrap it up. It's been fun, guys. Well, next round.
Pick up a couple extra
No
points,
worries.
call the season. Good job, Saint. World Series champion.
Let's see. What's this? PR, obviously. I see some. Are those X-Wings on the front?
X-Wings?
Yeah, I'm wondering if they're X-Wings. Something on the front. Yeah, it's like kind of.
Yeah, they look
similar.
like X-Wings. Yeah, they look like it. I guess
Yeah.
they're little tridents of some sort, but I think maybe they're X-Wings.
Yeah, that's X-Wings. Nice.
Speaking of X-Wings, my beloved game Power Wash Simulator 2, anyhow. Their next DLC is going to be Star Wars.
Did you get a hold of my car today? Because I come outside. I know it's been raining, but it looks really shiny now. There's some soap on it or something. Power wash. Because it got power washed.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even try to guess what DLCs they're going to do a collab on, because it's like, if you can guess that, you need to play the lottery.
Oh yeah. So
That's gonna
far,
be the next collab, actually.
Saint's nice and smooth on his turns, and not a lot of bobbling. It's very nice. I don't know what the best time is going to be. I think we heard 26s or something from WID. But until you actually put it in qualifying, practice really doesn't matter. Because anything can happen.
Yeah, I am.
But I mean, look at me.
Yeah,
He's-
I do know that Wood wasn't the only one doing 26s.
Yeah, you were pretty good there, weren't you, Mr. Casual?
I wasn't going to toot my own horn, but I was like, I eventually got my way down into the 26s. But,
I think, hey, that's a really good time, I think. 27-2? Yeah, I think that's going to be a good time.
Yeah. And so, do you think they're going to get 7 laps, or still only 6 laps with
I think when we were doing practice, like, because initially we were just doing quality practice, but eventually we had people for like a race. I think for Group C we did 7 full laps.
Yeah, okay. So he's got plenty of time to improve. Looking at the fuel, I mean, he should be able to burn enough to make a difference. I mean, looks like 26s are certainly in play for Saint here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just off of coming in and getting new tires here with that little less. It's a surprisingly big difference just to have that much fuel gone. It's a couple of tenths easily.
Yeah. That's neat, Chuck. That you used to play squadrons. I think I played a little bit of a single player, but I didn't stick with it. I should have. But yeah, you definitely burn enough fuel in the Mazda for sure. Because it needs.
Oh yeah. He's gonna come in and get some new tires now. I'd advise on that. They're not looking too good in the back. Not for the sauce, anyways. Of course, the sauce burn up quick here.
Well, then I guess what you could do, right, is you could lay down a lap, hit, lay down a lap, hit, and potentially get a last lap.
Yeah, I kind of know what to do since I was practicing with wood, but yeah. I think I was talking about it's like soft tires seem to be optimal for about, besides your outlap, for about 2 laps. And then it start getting some tire wear beyond so on the rears.
Yeah, I think I was falling off a couple of tenths on that second hot lap. So I imagine they would as well in the Group 1 cars. It's just because you lose that front drive, so you don't get quite as much of a turn off. Like I don't know, it doesn't stick. Your turns don't want to stick. It's a little weird. Like you feel like you're gonna have enough grip, and then it just kind of lets go.
Yeah, and then if all of that doesn't doom you, then you have the first chicane that's like, all right, do I cut it or do I play it safe?
Right. My goal when I went into it was just to knock out a 40. It didn't matter what it was, just so I'd at least walk away with that. And then I could push it on the next lap. I bombed that lap, and then I was like, well, let me try something different. Why not? And it was the first time I actually pit and tried a lap with a lower fuel on the next lap. And it actually worked out pretty good. The car felt nice. It felt lighter, clearly lighter.
Oh yeah.
Up about a half a tenth now for Saint.
Looking good. So
Oh no! That's why I don't go anywhere near that chicane, because it's just proximity to it, and it's like nope.
Now he does have time. He could go ahead and hit here, grab a new set of tires, and have enough time to get around.
Yeah.
He can.
It'll just be 1 lap, but yeah.
I mean, it would be the best opportunity, honestly.
That's what I would do if I picked up that penalty, because otherwise...
That's exactly what I did. So I didn't get a penalty, I just messed up the lap. Alright. Reset. And focus.
But yeah, Chuck, if they ever do another Squadrons game, maybe I'll have to join your squadron. Going.
Yeah, it's pretty hard on the fly to realize, like, oh, I do have time to pit. I can adjust the strategy. Like in the moment, it's probably difficult to calibrate.
I don't think Saint's one of our VR users.
Hey, was a half a tenth up.
Okay.
About the same as it was last time. Okay. I think I know where he got the penalty. It was to turn in. because he was fine on the exit on on that part of the chicane, but it had to be the turning because you can go just a little too far left. It doesn't have to be much. And in the game, it's like, nope, you stepped over an inch. We got to penalize you a whole second because why not?
Yeah. 1 pixel.
1 pixel, 1 second. No.
Yeah. And then it's like, but game, I lost 2 seconds doing that. And it's like, okay, and?
Ooh. I think the grip was lacking through there. It just didn't feel like it had to drive out.
Yep.
Let's see, you got a good run through here. At least he'll set it up better for the next lap. I think the grip is gone. Like, there's just too much wear.
Yeah, that's enough where it's going to impact the lap time for sure. I mean, I'd say it's probably still doable, but I mean, you'd have to nail everything.
Oh yeah. It's not going to be towards
Margin
what
of
you
error is
want.
gone.
Even if you put the lap down perfect to what you're used to, it's still going to be on the exit turns, a little bit of drive in, and it's still going to be 2-3 tenths slower than what you could have done.
Yeah, and with that tire where the traction control is going to activate earlier than it normally would, it's going to just rob you of a little bit of time here and there.
I didn't even try traction control here. I don't even know if it helps it any or not.
I mean, I would assume
this
in
one.
race it could benefit, so you don't have one of those surprise spins where you get on the slippery stuff. But...
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, he got close to 26, so at least he knocked that out early. So you kind of experiment after and kind of play your, what cards you had left. But I think that was a good one to knock out right away.
Yeah, super solid first lap. Maybe it was the weight of my expectations that did him for the rest. I was really wanting him to get that 26.
I think if Wid gets a low 26, like a 26.2, to make it a second, I think that's still a win to only be a second off of Wid when you probably had more potential to still only be a second off of. Who knows? He could be in the 25s now. We don't know yet. He always seems to push the limit of what what we give him.
Because he was asked if he's gotten a 25 yet. I think it might have been the apps that asked if he did. And he hasn't gotten a 25 yet, and apps was like, thank God.
That'd be cool to see it.
I do understand wanting to go early as you can. I do it myself. I want to get it knocked out before the nerves set in. You start seeing other people qualifying, setting these low times and everything. No, let their nerves set in when you've already set your time, and then they have to match that or beat it. And it's kind of like head game with the other drivers in your class. You're like, okay, here's what I got. Can you match it? The driver could be practicing all they want, be able to match it, but then be thinking too much about it, and then not be able to come up in qualifying and actually deliver. It's really weird how that works, but because if I think about it too much, like if I was to go and do my GT3 qualifying tomorrow, I'd think about it too much, and then I would find a way to mess it up. So I'd like to get it knocked out as soon as the opportunity is presented, which is why I was hoping I wasn't going to be sick when I started all this, because I did want to do commentary and I did want to do my laps today. I'd think about it too much, and then I'd mess it up tomorrow.
Yeah, the way I look at qualifying, if I have an option of both days, like we usually do in past seasons, I think I try to do it now on Tuesdays as opposed to Wednesdays, because if you qualify earlier, then that gives you more time to practice for the race if you need it.
Right.
Yeah, true story. Yep. Yeah, while everybody else is practicing their qualifying, you could be practicing your race strategy. That's a good point. But I'm with Shaggy too. There were times last season where I waited until Wednesday, and I didn't have to. I just felt like I wanted to get more practice on the qualifying. And I think I learned that it didn't benefit me at all. It just get in my lap as soon as I can get my lap in, not worry about what everybody else is doing, and that was better for my my qualifying. And then, like you said, then I moved on, and now I can start thinking about what I want to do for the race. So
Yeah, because I usually do enough practice for qualifying that I get an idea of what's a realistic expectation for myself. So I usually don't really like. Well, it's unfortunate that I didn't get a PB, but I was like, oh well.
So it looks like we've got S7R Digital Relay and Metal in the lobby. Looks like they're going to go. But I want to give a quick shout out, to our first Split 1, or sorry, Group 1 qualifier. Was a good lap. Almost got into the 26s. So nice job.
Yeah, I think we'll see a few
Lay down
20s,
the gauntlet.
For when we get more Group C qualifiers. I think we'll see a few 26s in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
But shout out to Saint. Good job.
Mm-hmm. Well done, sir. Yeah, I think I don't know if we'll have everyone in top split will have a 26. I think we'll probably have at least maybe 4 or 5 in the 26.
I think top split this season is definitely more of a challenge because there's only 7 spots, but it's also more of an accomplishment because just to be among them means you're doing something right, just as well as anybody up there.
Yeah. It's definitely a lot harder, like you said, since it's like you got 2 races within the race, and so it's like instead of 14 spots for top split, you only got 7 for the faster, and then the slower class, then 7 for that one. So yeah, it's definitely a bit tighter.
And I mean, last week, right? What occurred to me is, obviously Hovercraft is certainly a very fast driver. Oak is a very fast driver, no doubt about it. But qualifying first in Split 1, I was like, well, Jorge's not in my class, and Wid's not in my class, so Talon's not racing this week. Bobahito's not racing, so I had that thought too. So I mean, it was cool, but it was a little bit, some of the quicker guys weren't competing against me.
I know.
So I think there's some of that dilution too.
You also have to think about it, like when you look at the rankings for GT1, like how many of those guys would have possibly beat you had it been the 14 for a particular group. A lot of times you'd be about where you were normally at before.
Yeah.
If you're towards the bottom of top split, then you're probably towards the bottom of top split last season, 13th or 14th or whatever. You'd be right there, just on the cut.
Yeah, probably.
Yep. But now it's a little closer, a little more intimate to the drivers. And a lot of times you're going to see a lot of the same drivers in the same splits because it's that much closer.
Yeah.
So now you can have that much more of an edge to want to beat them every chance you get.
Yeah, I saw Metal was running SpongeBob.
Nice.
Yeah. Patrick on there as well. So yeah, can't go wrong with Sludge.
The SpongeBob Supra. Let's go Metal. That's great.
I'm ready.
Had to win this one for the Bikini Bottom Supra.
SpongeBob, let's go. Go faster.
Nice. Let's see what these guys have in store for us here.
Let's see. Relays first lap is.
Solid.
Real quick, I want to mention drivers out there. If you would post your liveries, all we need is the car facing to the left side view. Basically, when you go in and take a screenshot of it with a white background, preferably, it would help us because we would be able to get these liveries on graphics for race day and for whatever. Especially something like SpongeBob, we get to see SpongeBob's face
Yeah.
plastered all over a graphic. Be kind of nice.
Yeah, we don't want to miss that opportunity. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. Yeah, I think it's with the side view of the
Yeah.
the front of the car to the left, the rear of the car to the right, and the side view right.
Should be the default view.
Yeah. Yep.
No, Mishi actually reminded me to let y'all know about that. Since I believe she's doing the graphics for it, so yeah. Plus it makes it where we don't have all default, liveries for your placement, looking like a created character and it's just some baseline whatever. We have something with a little more color and class to it.
Yep. It does add just a nice personalization element.
Oh yeah. Did your relay coming in higher?
So what do you think about the timing of these pit stops? Like for me, I feel like lap 4, like go out and do a couple of, fuel burn. Well, maybe you try to lay down a banker lap, but do it, where you're revving out maybe a little bit more than you normally would to burn a little bit more fuel. And then I would think I'd come in on lap 4 and, get a good banker on lap 2 and then try to really have one lap with the lightest fuel to put down the best time. What would you guys do?
The option is to go Hail Mary on it and run every single lap until you have that little bit of time left at the end and make that one shot count. That would probably, that would be your best opportunity. You would have the lightest car that you could have because all the fuel would be burned out. And just give it your all. But if you mess it up, if you get a penalty, no good.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do on my road. Is I basically let the last 2 or 3 laps be like my top laps, and then I'm kind of more or less just burning fuel in the monster.
And it probably, it depends if you feel like you got a good banker lap, say on your second lap, right? And if you didn't, then you might want to pit at the end of your third lap, give yourself 2 chances to put down a good lap. But if you really like your banker lap at the end of your second lap, then you can go into fuel burn and know that you can just have a Hail Mary on the final lap and really put your best time in. So it probably just depends on how things are going for you, I suppose.
Right.
Because even though I say what I would do, that's easy to say if I'm assuming I got a good banker lap in, but if I didn't have a good banker lap in, that could change the equation.
Yeah, I didn't put my best down right away, but it did. It was a 40, so I was like, okay, I can go with that. I can live with that for now. And then I tried to do it on that next lap, and it didn't work out. So I was like, okay, I will just not worry about that and continue running, run some more fuel out, get some more tires on, try it again. That's the Hail Mary was that last one. And I was like, okay, that's all I'm gonna get. Because yesterday I did practice and I hit the same lap like 4 or 5 times in a row, and I was like, I don't know if I can go any better.
That's nice,
like,
though.
We're not getting worse, but we're not getting any better. My worst would be like 2 or 3 tenths, like off, and that would be basically the second lap. If trying to put that second hot lap in there, and obviously it's not going to be as good as the first one, but because I never did practice any of it with the fuel burn. I'll save that for qualifying. On race there, Redbird problem. That's for last.
Yeah, I think it's nice when I start to hit consistent laps in my practice, though. That tells me that I've found a comfort zone. As long as that lap is relatively decent. Like, I don't know, a lap that's not decent, be like, oh no, I've hit my ceiling. But
The good thing is though the hards that I was practicing, like there's like no fall off the entire time I was using them. I think there was maybe a 2 or 3 tenths difference, and that was it
Digital
for like 20 rounds.
Digital nearly had himself a 40, but 41 flat from him.
Yep. Missed it by 29,000.
It's possible to hit it on this next one if the tires will cooperate.
Let's improve.
Okay, that's gonna be a little close for digital replay. Okay, he survived. Good deal. That was brave, but you got to, you know.
Oh, do you really go for it through the chicane?
Oh yeah. The exit, it was like he didn't touch anything. He went right over it.
Oh, that's the way. Brakes, what brakes?
I mean, you didn't
Yeah.
give him a penalty. Yeah, you got that lucky that one time, and it's like that's all you need sometimes. He's still on pace with the previous lap. All right, get it through here. Good exit. What I hate is sometimes you'll get through there and you're like, man, I could have got off. You know, I could have got on the gas a little quicker. I could have turned a little quicker. You always feel like you don't do that one right.
Yeah. I mean,
This power.
the curbs on that one will help you. You know, generally they're
Yeah.
not going to throw you off unless you're in the McLaren. Then they're going to throw you off.
But that's how it is. Those worn tires is like 2-3 tenths off your best lap every time. Well, every time for me, anyways.
Jorge's asking what time split one cutoff.
There you go.
is.
Look at the top of the screen.
Yep. Right at the top of the screen. That's it. But don't worry about it. You're not going to make it anyway. Let's be real.
For GP3, Jorge?
I kid.
You stay off my lawn.
But yeah, between the two of them, digital relay with his 41028, and then you got metal and the beloved SpongeBob mobile 42435.
So that could potentially put digital relay into that split one cutoff position. Not sure if there's anyone in between.
It's gonna be very close, though.
Yeah. I mean, either he'd be in the cutoff position, or if anybody is just above that time, you know, sandwiched in between the current cutoff time and his time. But he's in split one for now.
Well, trying.
I'm not trying to rush him, Mishi.
For now. Jorge sees that BMW and he's like, oh, I got this.
It just looks like too much fun. Can't help himself.
Right? I didn't give y'all a bad alternative to the Legends cars. I had to give y'all something decent. I had tested a couple other cars, and one that was actually very interesting that I tested was the older AMG, like the SLS.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thing was doing like 167 or 168 before that first turn. I was like, nope, that's too fast. You
All
better
of those
slow down.
AMGs are just rockets.
Right. I was like, nope, I don't care how it is in the turns. It is too fast on the straight. That is a nope.
Well, that's kind of how the McLaren is, though. I mean, the McLaren, you can get up to 167 on the straight, you know. But then it's a struggle bus through the turns.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones I was thinking of, and I was like, but they're gonna be too good on gas. Was the Astons? And I was like, they're slow, you know, one lap pace, of course. The Vantage might actually be pretty decent in a couple places now. The DB, I don't know. It's just like I mean, you could probably do a no stopper here and not save fuel. It's so good on fuel, and but it's also gonna max out like 150.
I'm not.
Yeah, right.
I'm not qualifying. Just giving people something to look at while we're just chatting away.
Oh, he just can't help himself. He's like, I gotta run some
It'll
laps."
give me a little bit of practice.
I mean, why not? You can kind of walk us through it, you know, if you want to, and let us know what you're doing. Don't give away everything, but you know.
I mean, you're telling people what you're doing for your brake bias right now.
I mean,
You're also on the medium.
Yeah,
I don't know if you meant to be on the mediums.
but yeah, I usually start. But yeah, I break around the 150 mark. Back there.
Right there.
Yeah,
I still need to reverse here.
Yeah. For those watching, this is not the fastest way to put your lap
No.
in. You don't want to brake.
But yeah.
Go down to the 100 and reverse back to the 150. That's for the Joker series.
Yeah. But yeah, I usually break around there. And then depending on how I take the entry, I'm either first or second gear. I kind of go back and forth.
Puppy.
And if I get enough oversteer right here, sometimes the car will oversteer right, and I can get away with being in second on the exit. And through here is pretty self-explanatory. It's easy enough. You can do third,
Breaking
but
at the 50 marker.
yeah, I kind of break a little bit before the 50 to help set myself up for the second Lesmo.
And you're probably also trying to avoid that the green slippery stuff on the exit, right?
If I get it just right, I clip the red and white curving.
Yeah.
Then here, you had that little, I guess, escape road, if you will, on the right-hand side. I usually break around there.
Yep.
Then-
That's a group 3 spot as well.
Then
It's still
around-
pretty cool that you have the rubber marks, like the where the thread has been laid down on the track. Like they've never cleaned it up. It's just always dirty.
Yeah. And then,
Like, no.
That's because it never rains there. It will never wash
Exactly.
away.
That's
yeah.
why.
Then on the entry to Ascari, I like to go down into second for rotation, and then if I get it right, then I'll short shift into third sometimes. I'm kind of like, sometimes I stay in second, other times I may short shift.
I just go through there and try not to die. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
What
that's
happens,
one way to
happens.
do it.
Whatever automatic feels like I need to be at that point, I'm like, all right, go for it.
You're not trying to dictate how the ballot's going. You just want it to happen as quickly as possible.
Pretty much. I'm like, get on the next gear, hurry up. Does this thing only have 4 gears? There it is.
Eventually.
Eventually, yeah. Burn a little fuel. You know, you can make a 787B a drift car.
You try hard
So
enough,
why
you
not?
can make anything a drift car.
You put Red Bull on it, of course you can, or Monster.
Slap some comfort sauce on the back.
I would love to see one of these doing like Touge in Japan. That would be kind of cool. Whole line of them actually would be very cool. Just to find somebody that can control it.
Those guys are nuts.
Yeah, literally.
If the people who do it in the game even, like, I can't drift to save my life in this game. Like, the challenges for, whatever the
Yeah.
one-player game. It took me forever.
Yeah, I'm not too big on that. I really wish they would have actually utilized the tools they have in the game more. Like they have, like the only place you can do drag racing where it is there. But they don't have an option to do that like online or with your friends and it be in a actual setup for it. Why not, guys? I told you they forgot about half the game day one, really, and then the rest of it just over time. They're like, oh yeah, we have Group 1 cars. Never mind. Okay. Well, see, you barely go over it, and it's like penalty.
Yeah,
different thing.
it's a coin flip for me on whether I get one or not.
I say just go through there and just ride behind somebody the entire race and let them do all the dirty work. Pull you around the track. You take it nice and easy. Let them do all the cutting. If they can do it and not get penalties, so be it. But you don't do that. You just stay behind them and then use the slipstream and not have to risk penalties every time.
Yep. As Michi says, 1 hour left, folks.
Wow, that's even though you're just screwing around, the fact that you saw that is impressive. So last week at Watkins Glen, so I know you streamers, you'll have your monitor up and you're watching your racing and watching the comments and stuff.
Yeah.
I was watching pre-race. I've got a computer next to my rig, and I've never had anything on while I'm racing, and I forgot to shut it off when the race started. And so the race was on next to me, and then I'm driving around. There's nothing I can do about it. That was so distracting. I don't know how you do it.
Yeah, I can't do any noises or whatever. If I'm actually wanting to be serious about practicing and all, I like it nice and quiet.
Well, and like out of the corner of my eye, there's a track and cars, and they're racing around, and it's like that's not the race I'm running. It was so distracting. I don't know how people do it at all. But some people just no big deal.
Well, it helps having more than one screen on my part. But yeah, I do sometimes get distracted. Someone will comment something, and I'll glance, and I was like, "Dang it, I went off."
You kick Michi out of the room when you race, Shaggy?
When I'm serious, yes. Practice I don't care about, but when I'm serious, yes.
By choice.
She's by choice.
You.
I just
Phone random. I'm like,
I figured she was too distracting, like you can't keep your eyes on her kind of thing.
not a bad thing.
Oops.
So she drops her entire system over here.
Shit. No. I got it.
Good? Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, probably shouldn't listen to the stream. You're like, who did what? Every now and then I do cheat a little bit since I have the extra eyes. I'll ask Michi, hey, what's so and so? What's your fuel like?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like a racing. Hey, what tires did they just take? I did that the other day in the GT1 race I did because I was like, who was it? Midnight. I was like, how are they so close to me? And then I was like, oh, their fuel's low. I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I was getting worried for a second there. I was like, okay, good job. Because they were closing in on me, and I was like, oh, okay, they still got a pit again. I was like, oh, that was a close one.
Yeah.
Do I need to push, or can I just like go easy? Because I really wasn't pushing that hard in that race, but I was like, I don't really want to push. I'm kind of tired because I did the GT3 race and then I did that race. I'm kind of tired right now. I don't want to have to do extra stuff.
You keep an account in each level so you can do all the different classes or whatever groups.
Well, no, I don't do that. No, that was just people who wanted to do the other class. No, it was the same account. But if you want to do the other class, you can't qualify for it, but you can show up. But you won't get any points, but you can still compete. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
for
that's
this,
right. Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
No, when it comes to GTWS, no, we have an account for every single league for that. A lot of times, anyways. I'm like, no. I'll exploit the crap out of the GTWS. I don't care about PD, but I care about y'all guys, so I'm not gonna do that to y'all. No, I do this for y'all. PD does that for themselves. You know that? Yeah, they don't care. They forget half the crap they have, available for the people. All their stuff is literally just a script. Here, type this in. This is what y'all get for the next daily. Yada yada yada. Like Russian roulette. It might be good, and it might be, shooting you in the face. So you never know.
Yeah, you win some, you lose some. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 1 in 6. Who knows? Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the Joker series. Chuck brought it up. I was gonna get to that though, but I was letting somebody else finish thought earlier, and I hadn't got to it yet. But the Joker series is tomorrow night. There are 2 splits that will be running. There's an exhibition split. It's a shorter kind of sprint, I guess, race or whatever. And then there's another one comes after that. It will have prizes to the winners, to the podium drivers, to everybody that signs up. I think we'll get a shirt. I don't really know about that part, but I don't have a script for it, so I just kind of winging it. But it will be at Suzuka in the Mines GTR and the Toyota FT1 road car.
Oh.
Mines is a very interesting car, and the road car is very nice, actually. The FT1. I've used it a good bit.
I like the way that Mines drives. I'm not sure how you feel about it, but I like it.
Jersey, shirt, whatever it is. I was not sure, but yeah. Did I say Thursday?
No, you said
Oh,
tomorrow.
Well, I'm thinking today's Wednesday. That's why I said it. Because I'm already thinking about that. Because it might as well be tomorrow for me. Because I told them I'm ready for it, and after I get my qualifying out of the way, all my attention turns to that. I'm still gonna be doing this, of course, but I won't be practicing for this anymore until after I did the Joker Series races, which are Thursday night. we made sure the days didn't overlap, so there wouldn't be any kind of a scheduling conflict. I'm assuming everybody's taking advantage of the extra day and coming in tomorrow. I know a number of GT3 drivers were gonna run tomorrow. And there was also some names that haven't showed up, speaking of the devil, yet. Who am I thinking about? Oh, okay. That is not the name I thought of, but hey,
I mean, there's someone.
honestly, the reason we are doing multi-class racing because of the influence I got from it, from competing in Moose Wars that Moose 21 put on for a number of seasons. So, if y'all see him, this is why we have multi-class this season, because of Moose. Wonder what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't seen Moose yet, have we?
No, I don't think so.
Not yet. So, yeah, this will be whatever he hops into is gonna be what he's in. Preferably GT1, since I think we need more GT1 bodies. Full time, anyways. Unless he's just browsing.
That's possible.
And we got somebody else. Let's see.
Uh-oh, the man himself.
Couldn't stay away. Had to do it.
See, C-Dubs, why did you have to say anything? Jorge could have went to GT1. You edged him on. He's like, no, GT3.
Just had to do it. Oh my.
All right, let's see if they're ready. All right, Mr. Casual, back out. We got 3 GT3 drivers
Okie dokie.
stepping up to the plate.
Huh, that's not too bad. 28. Oh well. With mediums. Alright, and Red X.
Oh, we got a name I cannot pronounce. What is that?
Wicco
Hey,
is
oh, it's banana. 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 Yeah. They're in the soup broth.
To the booty sweat mobile.
Yeah. So that's curious. So Jorge's in the GTR, and both Moose and are in the Supra.
Are you other guys ready? I should have started now. Jorge's had plenty of time. I don't care.
Yeah.
He was born ready. He's got this somewhere.
Be like, don't I get any practice? They're like, no.
No. You don't need practice. You know this.
Hello, people.
Well, hello.
Good evening.
I had to come in to support my MMR crew.
That's what it is. All right.
Can you tell them to go away?
I could
I'm not
try.
saying-
I could try, but
I'm-
I think they're committed to this.
I'm paraphrasing C-Dub's thoughts right now. Go away. Oh, sweet Jesus, no. Please go away. Dang it. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, because everyone uses reverse psychology with C-dubs. Just do the opposite of what he says.
Oh. That
You guys?
counts.
Okay.
That counts.
Everybody ready? I got 2 people said ready. C-Dub says, no, they're not ready. Go. Alright. Mr. Banana, he is ready. And a Dan is ready. Because we found a better Dan. We'll let this guy in. And I guess Moose doesn't speak English today, so okay. How do you say are you ready at Moose? Okay,
There we go.
there you go. It worked. Alright, you bunch of hooligans. We're gonna start now.
Yep.
Good luck, you don't need it, you're fine. Have a nice time.
Oh,
And we got a strict 9.
yep. Nine's trying to get in on this.
Everybody jumping in late here. That's great.
Yeah, I
No,
don't
they're
know-
just they're on cue. This is what they do.
I don't know what it
This
is
is
about
what
the
they
last
do.
hour. I mean, I do it sometimes as well, but yeah, it's like when it's the last hour, it's like it's yeah, everyone rushes in.
Well, it's a
Oh,
little different now because we got, specific days for specific cars. So like everybody in GT3, they got to get their laps in today for the most part.
Well, I mean, the option is still there for tomorrow if they want it. You know, they've been told that, but they're I don't know. They won't have the privy to just jump in and do whatever. They still have to let GT1 drivers, get their laps in and whatever first tomorrow. So it's really at your own leisure to jump in and get into a session right away.
Yeah, because unless you can't make it for Tuesday, if you're in GT3, it's like, okay, if you're choosing to do it Wednesday, do it at your own risk.
Are you running GT3, Cousin?
No, I'm gonna do my qualify for tomorrow. I just want to keep an eye on the lobby while I'm here.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna start this now. To everybody that may concern, I don't really care your thoughts. I'm gonna do it anyways. Why do I even ask? I'm just gonna do it.
You have to pretend to care.
Yes, pretend. All right. Oh my. Okay. There we go. Good luck. You'll have plenty of time. Good luck.
But yeah, currently, Hovercraft is our pole sitter, so the ones we got in this lobby, I imagine we might have a new pole sitter.
Yeah, we'll see. They're gonna have to earn it. I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious.
Yeah,
to
they
see
have
how
a-
Jorge does in that GTR. See how these supers do.
I mean, I'll be watching. If he's gonna be using the GTR, I'm in the GTR. Kind of want to know what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Vetter Dan's Corvette C5R livery on that Supra, I find that absolutely hilarious. I love it.
It's pretty good.
That was the C5.
Oh
You
yeah.
had me fooled completely.
Did you see Shaggy's run when he was doing his?
No, I didn't.
You would get a kick out of Shaggy's if Vetter Dan's amuses you.
Yeah, we're doing cursed liveries. I used to run Subaru and Lancers all the time.
Yeah, whenever I see somebody driving with a different livery on a car, I always get confused and it always upsets me because I'm like, they're in this car, but it's actually a different car, and I'm like, you gotta stop it. It always messes with my head.
Yeah, don't look at Shaggy's car before you go to bed.
No, I feel like I have to now. I need that nightmare fuel.
No, it's in the liveries. You can go look at it without having to go back and whatever. Not too bad, I don't think. I just took somebody else's and modified it. Replaced everything that said Nissan with Subaru.
So you were driving a Subaru GTR?
Nope. Subaru WRX-R.
WRXR. Yeah, it's a radio station.
Yeah. Smooth jazz. WRX. The R.
R.
R. No, you could lead in with "Are you ready?" Something like that.
Got some hot laps in process now.
Got a Moose and a Misty Racing and a Jorge and a Dan and a Chevy Bra and a Banana and a Straight 9 and a Booty Sweat Nasty Booty Sweat. Nasty Booty Sweat, there you go.
Yeah.
Jorge went a little wide back there. To affect right this lap down. It's interesting to see, a line of cars out here for once. Should be a pretty eventful qualifying. We'll get the times coming in fast and furious. Mishi, you might see some smoke coming off the keyboard.
All right.
It's gonna be a good time for Moose already, I can tell. Very good time.
Oh, Mr. Racing's in the wall and disconnected.
Oh! He said it was laggy, but I'm like, he had that problem last round in qualifying. It's okay. I mean, he can go back in. I don't mind, but he technically didn't complete a lap, and he did say there was problems. It might be on my end. It might be on his end. Who knows? Maybe if he jumps back in again, I would recommend him resetting his stuff just on his end, just to make sure. I don't know if he's listening to this or not. But yeah, okay, you're in the chat. Yeah, just hop back in. I hate that it happened. You're still gonna get a full qualifying session. That was just unfortunate, and it's not always our own fault. A lot of times, PD servers just suck. Can't really sugarcoat it. They suck.
So Jorge, I think he played a wild card and he came in for new tires. So he hasn't set a lap just yet. So
he's just
what he's doing.
He's aura farming at this point.
Yeah. He made a mistake on that.
That's cool.
Yeah, he made a mistake about midway through the lap. I'm assuming he decided, you know what, maybe if I pit now, I can get a hot lap, pit again, another hot lap. So that's my assumption on what the thought process was there.
Right. Got Moose in for some new tires.
Yeah,
Got a Dan in new tires.
both Moose and Dan got a nice banker already, so they're in a good spot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, C-Dubs kind of got punted way back here, didn't he? Not trying to rub salt in the wound there, C-Dubs.
I looked at my time. I have Stitch's number as my time. It says 12 salts.
Wait, that's a Mazda. Mazda 626.
Oh, yeah, it is, right. Zoom.
Zoom.
Zoom, zoom.
I don't know if you ever go back and watch any of the old car commercials for when they're trying to sell you like a Corolla in the '90s or something. Some of them are so cheesy. And it's like, no, I don't want to buy your car. It looks like crap. I'll wait till a good one comes out, like the 2020s or something, because this is what. But then you look at them now and you're like, that looks pretty good. All boxy and everything. Yeah, okay.
One of the commercials I remember from back in the day, it was a Dodge commercial. And I remember the song always went, Dodge, different Dodge.
You said that with like an echo too. Like, sounded pretty legit.
That's how it went. It was Dodge, different Dodge. That's what I remember.
I can feel it. I didn't even see that one, and I can feel it.
You're like, why are your words overlapping in the same sentence? Hurting my brain. I can't comprehend this. Jorge said, mine.
Still not full though. Still got
Mine's GTR?
Let you know
It's
what
gonna
you
need
do
what,
for
another
that
10th to take pole?
Yep.
He's got another 2 and some change minutes. He went purple in that first sector, so I would imagine he's probably gonna pit on this lap just to get ultra fresh tires and minimal fuel, and go for one last hurrah.
Right.
I guess as well. Because it's real easy to be purple on that first sector. I mean, you're one lap lighter on fuel, and it's just, hammer down the entire sector.
You're not really doing anything. Just stay on the apex around that corner, and you're pretty much home free.
Yeah. You start to pay the piper when you get into the turns, and those tires are just a little bit more worn.
Somebody in chat pointed out that there's not enough time for him to do a pit stop, and now that I think about it, he's right. He's
Yep,
like he
they're
had time to
correct.
do a pit. So unless he can send it in Parabolica, aka whatever the new name of this corner is.
Yeah.
Improvement.
Moose improved slightly.
Or it was 40 thou
Then,
off.
bananas up. Banana. It's gonna be a tough call to improve on these laps without pitting here, but it is possible. You just kind of have to kind of lean into every corner after this. Not that much, but yeah. It's like, well, it's sliding, it's going forward still, right?
Is up there. See, Jorge's done. He is. Gonna need a little bit more than that, sir.
Could be enough to make a difference on his placement for the race, though.
Oh, yeah.
Very solid lap there. Right. All right, so very quick session there.
Oh, yeah. I believe it puts me on the bubble, but P1 to P7 is, well, half a second.
Okay.
It's pretty tight.
Second split's probably going to be like 2/10. It's going to be even tighter after that. Just for everybody, if you get a 40, it's just going to kind of throw you into one of those.
Yeah, I was wondering if we would want to see a 39, but no. 39s.
Well, hovercraft is still holding strong. 40 flat. So Tuzum, since you've joined and we're watching the cars just kind of go around here, anything we need to know about MMR activities or things coming up?
So I don't know when the next race is going to be, but MMR has been running a Red Bull Junior Series with Success Ballast. I think we finished. I can't remember if we finished round 5 or round 6. But we've been doing a weekly race. We've kind of put a little bit of a hiatus on it because we've been focusing on other leagues. But we're going to restart that, if not this week, hopefully next week. We run it on Thursdays, and that's what we got going in the pipeline. We've also been tossing around a few other ideas for some leagues, but nothing concrete at the moment. But we got some stuff cooking for sure.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
good stuff. I'll just jump into these times real quick, and maybe we can stop back on there. But Jorge leading us through that session with a 140.118, super solid lap. Banana, I believe is how we say this, a 140.360, also a very quick lap. MMR Moose coming in at 140.6 even. Vetterdan at 140.885. So 4 140s in this lobby. PHG Strychnine at the 1 minute 41.3. And Nasty coming in at 1 minute 42.4, and disconnect for S7R Mr. Racing. So we saw a lot of different cars represented in that in that session. So very exciting. So yeah, so what are some of the things you guys are throwing around, Tuzum? Anything you can share now or not?
So a lot of it is just kind of some ideas we're kind of theory crafting right now. For example, we think about the fact that Gran Turismo doesn't allow for custom fuel levels at the start of a race. So we thought of an idea of having a race series where we start a race with like really low fuel, and everyone will do one formation lap. They'll come into the pits and they'll fill up their fuel to what they want to start the race on. Then they'll come out the pits, do one last formation lap, and then we'll either start it as a rolling start or a standing start. But that will, like, allowing the drivers to fill up to the fuel that they want will allow for a bit more of a fuel strategy. So if someone starts towards the front of a race, they'll be able to put in less fuel, and they can pull out a little bit more of a gap at the start of a race, things like that. Yeah, that's one idea that we had. We've tossed around a few other ideas, but I don't know. I feel like I may have already said too much, so I'll stop there.
Well, with what you said, thanks for sharing. But that does sound extremely interesting. So, because I guess, I haven't thought a lot about it, but I've wondered how to get around that, because I've also been, a bit miffed that we don't get the opportunity to choose, our fuel level when we start. So that's a neat way to try to get around it. So thanks for sharing.
Yeah, I feel like with Gran Turismo 7, the foundation is there, but it's just there's so many little things that they can add that would make the online experience so much more. What's the word I'm looking for? So much more, not interactive, but
maybe interesting. It just adds more layers.
Interesting. It's not quite what I'm looking for. I can't think of the word right now. I apologize. I'm not completely sober right now, so I'm not at 100% brain capacity right now.
How about this replayability? Like, makes you want to
replayability.
Extravagant.
This is gonna kill me for the rest of the night if I don't figure this out.
I know this word, but I don't know this word. Why?
It makes it blah. There's a word.
Bland?
No.
It'll come to you. How about maybe we focus on the lap being set, laid down by Mr. Racing, and it'll just pop in.
Oh, and guess what, guys? It's coming! It's coming!
That he does,
it's coming!
Oh, yeah, that's where I'm going with
Rewarding.
Yeah, so we got Mr. Racing in the M3 starting his hot lap.
In the classic S7R livery arrangement. I love it.
Looks like a Captain America outfit.
He's got the flag right on the side of the wings and everything.
Yeah.
Immersive.
4 miles an hour.
That is the word I was looking for. Immersive. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't think they have that in the vocabulary. No. I think it's on Mr. Racing for his connection because his car is a little bobbly. I haven't seen anybody else's cars do this, so I don't know if it's just
he is bouncing quite a bit on my end.
I don't know how
What?
it looks like. Maybe without the other cars on the track, it might look better for him out. I mean, hopefully he's able to know what he's doing and it's not just throwing them everywhere. That's what it was doing to me last round. It is not very fun. You look one way and you look the other way and you're like, I am not where I think I am.
Well, fortunately, he's the only car on track, so he can do all the rubber banding he wants to do.
Right. There's no proximity like lag. You can
4 miles an hour, officer.
Let's see what his first lap's gonna be. Coming across the line, looks like it's gonna be a mid 39? No, mid 40.
Oh,
A low 40, 40.2.
Yeah, that's some pace.
That's a really good. That's a really good banker lap.
Yeah, let's get into the 39s. We need to see it. Let's go. Can't go to sleep tonight if I don't see a 39.
So I have a question to pose to Shaggy. When you were proposing the non-legend cars, how did you determine that this would be the alternative?
Lower speed, but apparently it's very good. It's really hard because I wanted to get a slower car. This thing is not meta to anything else other than these legend cars. It's I guess it's like having a t-ball team full of like 4-year-olds and then you get like a 7-year-old and you're like, well, and then y'all gotta go play like 13-year-olds, but you're all gonna get beat. But that 7-year-old is gonna come out there and actually be the best one. Y'all suck, but it's just like yeah. The other options were also in one way or another going to be either better or bad, but I guess better at fuel than the Legends cars. I mean, they're all pretty bad in their own right, comparable.
So I will say this: when we were doing our testing with the M3, it was kind of determined that the M3 had significantly worse tire wear than the Legend cars. So I think even if the people qualifying in the M3, if they make it in a top split, they're going to have significantly more tire wear to deal with throughout the race, which might ultimately hurt them.
Yeah, it's win some, lose some. It's like the NSX. If it was in a higher split, that fuel capability alone would make it a contender in race, but it doesn't have the 1 lap speed. No, it could have been, honestly, I could have picked anything, and it probably could have been the meta compared to the Legends cars, as far as just 1 lap. I mean, there's random times when you would think that the Vantage or the, was it the DBR9, or whatever the other Aston is, would be bad, and then all of a sudden you randomly see them good. Like the Suzuki just showing up and being decent, the BGT, in certain lobbies. This isn't, depending on the driver sometimes, honestly, but yeah.
Well,
These
the
guys aren't-
DBR9, I can almost assure you that car would not make it in the top split on 1 lap pace.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could have gave you all that car, but I had limited testing. I didn't want to make everybody wait, before I was able to tell them a car to use and all that. I figured some people wouldn't have these cars, but to the ones that are using the cars, definitely props no matter what split you end up in. But yeah, I wasn't too worried about this round, honestly. This is the only round where it's all Legends cars, for the cars that can be used. So I'm not too worried about it. Adds a little fun to it. Except for T-Dubs, he doesn't like it.
So speaking of legend cars, so we have Group C for this race. I need a refresher. What are the other Group C races in this season?
Let's see. Mount Panorama. That's going to be a very interesting one. That's not all the Group C cars, but it is the Mazda and the Nissan. Basically, the top two, normally top two Group C cars, as far as overall capability, speed, and fuel, and everything. And then Daytona Road Course will be all 5 of them again. So that should be an interesting one as well.
So, what possessed you to put Group C's on Bathurst of all courses?
Because every season or whatever needs a good little wild card. It's like with NASCAR, you got the super speedways, you got Talladega, and basically you're just riding around until somebody makes a mistake, and then you all die. That's Bathurst.
Like some racing historian can correct me on this, but I don't recall ever seeing Group C on Bathurst. And that's a Shaggy special, putting cars on a track where they've never been. So that's absolutely 100% Shaggy.
I could have made the season longer, otherwise you'd see some even crazier crap.
Wonder if Shaggy's...
There's is that I'm like, I kind of want y'all to want to race the thing, like in a serious sense. I could have put some really random stuff there. It might have been fun for the viewer, but not for the driver,
I think that's what Papa says about you every time there's rain involved.
Yes. I don't care what y'all think. There's going to be rain at times. Get over it.
I mean, ultimately, it's all about the viewership, right? Like, the drivers are going to drive whatever you put forth, but, like, the viewers are going to watch they're going to want to watch the most entertaining races, so... Whatever you got under your sleeve, just unleash it.
I'll such test course. Yeah, that'd be hectic. But I was also thinking about scuba. It'd be a line of cars. Nobody can pass anybody because there's no room. Like Monza, not Monza, but I can't even think of it now. A blank, yeah.
Yeah, Group 3 around Tsukuba is already crazy, but to add multi-class and Group 1 around that as well, like, I'd be all for it. Yeah. I love driving fast cars around tiny tracks. I love it.
Like, you could do Group 3 at Tsukuba, and for the multi-class factor, put, like, the Mazda touring car.
Alright, so Mr. Racing does not improve on his 40.2, but a 40.2 is a solid qualifying time. I'm not sure where that puts him overall. I think that's P3 or P4?
It should be around P3, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's a P3 time, so that will put him comfortably in split 1. Excuse me. Jesus, I'm sorry.
Should put him right behind Hovercraft. So they can, potentially try to work on some things together.
Is it behind Hovercraft or is it behind Oak? Because I think Hovercraft got 40.0, and Oak did a 40.1.
Jorge is between Hovercraft and Mr. Racing. I think you're right on that one.
Okay, so that 40.2 will put him in P4. Okay.
What did Oak have?
I think Oak did a 0.1.
And something
198. Yep, 198. Yep.
Yeah,
something to keep in mind is the race is a grid start with false check.
Oh.
So speaking of that grid start, we've done a couple grid starts with the Group C's and the Group 1 or the Group 3s, and the McLaren specifically. The McLaren will actually get a better start than the Group C's.
Oh, wow.
So that could create a little bit of chaos going into the first chicane.
That'd be kind of fun. Well, I also mentioned earlier that if there's any problems with the Group C cars, you could possibly see the GT3 cars pass them, especially in that first, I guess, turn here. You can see an overtake on the Group C cars from a GT3 car. I kind of want to see it. That means somebody has to like pay the price though, and end up not having a good time right there.
Yeah, I think turn 1, lap 1. Well, I should say turn 2. Turn 2, lap 1 is going to be crazy.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Considering that some of the Group 3s can potentially overtake the Group 1s at the start.
I mean, it happens in different racing series, you know. Like, there was a Le Mans that was won not by the top class, but by, like, it wasn't GT3 at the time, but it was a slower class because everybody in the top class, like, wrecked out all the major cars. And
I
think it was
actually
the
had
first
a
time-
I had a race like that in iRacing where it was a multi-class race. It was hypercars, and then there was LMP2, and there was GT3, and I was in an LMP2, and there was so much chaos in the LMP class where I actually ended up winning overall in the LMP2.
Wow.
Nice. The Orica cars. Yeah.
Alright, so
I like how that-
Wait,
we got
you,
P. Pabst
no,
in the R92 running his quali.
because I think unless my memory's failing, I think iRacing just has the Lara in LMP2.
Oh, okay.
So how you gonna do this, Shaggy? Looks like we got Cornbread in the lobby as well as the Paps.
He's going next after Paps. That way we wouldn't have that speed difference on display.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm
No,
not recommending they be on together. That would be a little crazy.
Yeah, Paps was in here first, and I'd already said he would go next, so he gets this session, and then Cornbread, and if any other GT3 cars come in, they will be on the next session.
Next session will be the last session, I presume.
For tonight, unless anybody, I guess, really needs to get in here. Other than that, once I shut it down, that's it for the night. Last call.
That's it.
So finish your alcohol.
Closing time.
You don't have to go
to get the F out.
Here.
I don't know the lyrics. I know some of the lyrics, but those weren't the lyrics.
Nah,
I mean, that's close
fair.
enough, right? I mean, who's really counting? It's fine.
Time for you to finish your whiskey and beer.
Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Now leave,
He
damn it.
knows who he wants to take him home. He knows who he wants to take him home.
Take him home? Oh. But I don't know who he wants to take him home, so I'm still left in the dark.
Right?
So we got a Group C on track, and I want to bring this up because this is something that I'll be doing. But I wonder how many drivers of the Group Cs will be using a full 8 shifter. Because I plan on using the clutch and 8 shifter for my quali and for my race.
Keep it
And
real.
provided
Represent.
that they don't miss any shifts, which at least for me it'll probably happen. But like, if they don't miss any shifts, they'll definitely gain some time over the GT7 simulated shift. And that's the reason why they don't allow clutch and 8 shifter in sport mode, because you can shift your car faster than what the game simulates your upshifts with.
Cannot compute. Starts frying.
Hear Shaggy shorting out over there.
I just press go.
And Shaggy doesn't know anything about shifting gears.
What that is that like food? I think food, I don't know about it, probably.
Just means when you change the subject, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. All right, Pap's throwing down 1 minute 27.4 to get things rolling.
Do we have any other GT1 times, or is he the first GT1 time so far?
He had a
Yep,
27.
2.
Oh, 2?
27.2. Yep.
Yeah.
2.16 maybe.
Do not know. It's somewhere up there. Where are you at? Yeah, 21 or 27.216. We're saying. In the 786.
I have to call this out because I talked about this earlier. I was talking about putting liveries on cars that they don't belong on. He's driving a Nissan R92, but he's got a Martini Porsche livery on his car. And it took me it took me that long to realize that.
At least it still says Nissan.
Took you a little over 4 minutes to realize that.
But yeah, it's Martini most of the way.
He's coming to the pits. Yeah, he's coming to the pits.
You got a banker. You're gonna go and maximize his effort.
Fresh Aruba. Martini Nissan. I've never seen those words together in my life.
He needs to wipe that Nissan off and just slap a Porsche on there. Go full foreign badge.
Yeah, because that would confuse me even more.
Yep. That's what the objective really needs to be.
I would only have the car sound to go off of.
Gentlemen,
Which is how I
a
figured
short
out he
view
was
back to the
running
past.
the wrong livery to begin with.
Something doesn't sound right. It just doesn't quite add up.
Like that's so confusing to me, and it always upsets me because I always get thrown off.
Skill issue.
Nice. So, yeah, we'll see if Mr. B-Pads can break into the 26s here. We had a conversation earlier how many of the Group C drivers could crack into the 26s.
And based off of the practice that I've done and I've seen, there's probably going to be a high number of 26s.
Okay.
I think 26 between 26.9 and 27.1 is going to be the GT1 top split cutoff. But that also depends on how many people actually do GT1.
You have a feeling for what you think the top time might be? You think we'll see anybody get into the 25s?
The top time for GT1? I mean, I think 25s might be a stretch. I would expect the top time for GT1 to be like a 26.3 or 26.4.
Okay.
Well, Wibb's already done a 26.3.
Well, we don't care about what Wid does, because Wid is on a completely different planet from us mortals.
Looks like he's checking in right now.
Are you kidding me?
And you know, there's also, you know, the pressure of doing it on qualifying day. You know, anybody can do any lap in practice. You know, it's a whole different ball game to do it on the day where it matters.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. I tense up for sure, but I don't think I'm the only one that does. All of a sudden, I can't trail brake right or modulate my throttle anymore.
26.7.
26.7. That's a solid time for P. Pabst.
Very nice time.
Whenever I look at his name, I always think about that
Yeah.
the beer Pabst Blue River. I think that's
Yeah.
what it's called.
It's Blue
Ribbon.
Blue Ribbon.
Blue Ribbon.
Blue
Yes, that's what it is.
Basically, that beer is like the epitome of like trailer trash, domestic fights and whatnot. If you ever have a reason to fight somebody,
My parents used to drink, I think, that and like hams and shit. Old Milwaukee.
yeah.
So yeah,
Like you did.
fizz, I suppose.
Yeah. Basically, anywhere you show up in a banjo, you'll find that.
Looks like he's got a pretty decent lap going here. He was only 18th thou off going into Scary.
Yeah.
Potentially, if he could nail the parabolica.
Will he improve? Will he improve? He
Yeah.
does!
Yep.
Goes 14 thousandths faster. Every thousandth counts.
Are you
All
kidding
thousands.
me?
Incredible lap.
Well done, Mr. Paps.
So that'll definitely be the threshold that people are gonna be aiming for tomorrow. People, including myself, because I'm gonna be qualifying for this tomorrow.
Which, like, no, we're not.
He's done.
Yeah, it was going to be tough, I think, with the tire wear to match that, but yeah, hell of a round.
I mean, there's the tire wear, but there's also that 1 second penalty. I think that also might be a deterrent.
Yeah, I don't know. That's not that too big of a deal. I mean, how much could that really affect the lap time?
I'm gonna guess maybe about a second or so. I'm just throwing out some numbers.
At least a few
Point.
tenths.
That might cost him at least a second.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
he's at 25? I don't even think Wade's got one of those yet.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, that's a solid lap time. And you know the GT1 drivers tomorrow, they definitely have a threshold to reach for. That 26.7. That's a really good time for Group C.
Yep. Good call to jump in here late, set that time down, just put it down for everybody.
Sit on it for a while.
Yep. There it is.
But
Yeah,
now
you're
he's
right.
got to wait for 24 hours to see if that's going to put him in the top split.
Yeah, you're banned.
Yeah.
I think he'll be able to split with that. I feel like a 26 is where you need to be for like security for that.
Well, only time will tell.
You know what you need to be now, it doesn't.
Yeah, I have my ideal lap time, and if I hit my ideal lap time, then I'm done. Yeah. I mean, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, you're banned.
Yes, indeed. So do we still have cornbread in the lobby?
Yeah, cornbread. We'll get to go.
Okay.
It was promised to him 3,000 years ago, so yeah, he can go.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's down through the millennia.
by word of mouth and scriptures and whatnot, you know, good stuff.
Go for Papa Palpatine.
I feel like we could probably weave this into some sort of story here.
Probably.
You guys know anybody who can do that?
Probably.
Okay, copy that. We are checking it.
He's pretty good at it.
We are checking now.
From what I hear,
We
you
are
know,
checking.
pretty successful with that. A little bit of story time. Now I wasn't gonna keep it going on there and get my voice higher and higher each time I said anything. It was Family Guy or something.
Yep.
Your story? Get a little bit. Yeah. You can't really
Oh, so she gonna work on that book? That book that you said she was gonna work on? The book that you said she was gonna work on? And you said you're gonna have a beginner and a middle
Oh, you
and the end?
found your
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
You said that book that you've been working on for 2 years? Yeah. And you said you're gonna
Your speaker or your mic won't even pick it up anymore.
Keep it saying now. Stay up.
The mic
Somewhere-
couldn't even pick it up at that frequency.
Some just thought they had a stroke. So, thanks. Like, am I having a stroke? Is this what a stroke feels like? I don't know. Everything is high pitched.
Smell toast.
Something's burning.
We'll still need a
All
track.
right.
We'll still need
Now
a
it's
track.
time for a cornbread.
All
Speaking
right,
of-
cornbread, let's do this thing.
Who's they? What the hell is an aluminum
Cornbread.
falcon?
We've seen our 26, now we need to see our 39.
Yeah.
And then another.
Did Peter Griffin all of a sudden join here? What's going on?
Now, come on, guys.
Nice.
Now, we're
Alright.
just going to have a nice qualifying session with Cornbread driving the M3.
Okay.
Wow, that's pretty good. I can't do any voices to save my life, so I can't help you guys.
All right.
I can't take my baths during Peter's shenanigans.
Oh.
No,
No,
no, no, no, no, no, no.
Stop knocking on my door.
Dog, that shit. I'm sorry, I just cussed. I'm sorry, that scared me because I thought those knocks was it. Those was in my house. I'm like looking around, like weird people knocking at my house. That scared me.
Stay-
Oh my
Go
god,
I read the Bible. I don't want another one. Thank you.
Stay-
dog, that scared the crap out of me, bro.
So somebody did that last time I was, doing commentary, and I put my headphones down and walked around the house. Like, who was knocking on the walls? So I didn't know until just now.
Dog, that scared the crap out of me, bro. Like I was looking around me like, wait, what is in my house that be knocked on like that? Oh my god, that was scary.
Yeah, the first time I was put through that, it basically put me through a bit of an anxiety attack. I was looking all over the place. I'm like, what the heck was that? I was like, what? There's the wall to my right, and on the other side of that wall is the outside. So I was like, what the?
Dog, I got so scared. I thought somebody was behind my green screen, like, hey, I'm here.
Grab
I
it
like
for the
that
base.
livery that Cornbread's
For you.
rocking there. That's great.
Ibawa.
It's got the M colors. and
This is
stripes
Ibawa.
with
Comes
that,
straight from my
VIP
baby.
livery. That's great.
Stolen. The license plate.
Alright, so we got Cornbread in the stolen M3 coming down the front straightaway of Monza. No chicanes.
I was liking
He's gonna go through this first corner, full throttle.
Surprise butt sex.
Curva Grande. No lift needed. Because this car has massive grip. All the cars have massive grip around here. He's gonna pick his braking point around the 150 mark.
Slide it faster.
Hard on the brakes, down the gears, down into second gear. Eating those chicanes.
I don't know about that one.
He enters Lesmo 1 in third gear, keeping it tight. Exit on the AstroTurf, entering Lesmo 2. Drops down to third.
Oh no,
Goes a bit wide coming out of Lesmo 2.
that is a. Yeah, that is. Yeah, this is not the banker. These are not the laps you were looking for.
I mean, he stays penalty free, but let's see how he approaches Ascari.
It's down a lot.
Misses the first apex, but nails the second apex. Kind of a bit off of the third apex. Accelerates approaching Parabolica. I don't know what the new name for Parabolica is. Hard on the brakes on the 100 meter board. Keeps it tight. Exited in third. Using a bit of the excess track coming out of the final corner, and it's a 141.8 on his first lap.
Yeah, that little bit of an off cost him. It kind of bogged the tires down. The turf is a little unforgiving.
It'll certainly pull some time out of your lap. Get a lot of wheel spin, and I mean, it's good if it doesn't throw you to the right and into the wall, but it still costs you some time.
Right.
Yeah, with the new
I
name
think-
for Parabolica, tells them you'll just call it probably Parabolica. Apparently, it's called.
Hold on to your butts.
It's apparently
Yeah, like
called-
it's got some new name, but like I don't think people respect that new name. Like everybody just still calls it Parabolica.
Because if AI is in at least half right, it's called Curva Alberta.
Yeah, I wouldn't respect it.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it Curva Parabolica.
Perfect. Hey,
Perfect.
how's my volume sound, guys? Does that sound weird, or do I sound low?
You sound fine to me.
Oh, thanks, I appreciate that. You sound great yourself, but...
You sound pretty.
Yeah, alright, C-Dubs was saying, it wasn't coming through on the broadcast.
So I guess if I were to compare you to everyone else, you're a little bit softer, but I mean I can hear you clearly.
A little bit softer.
Yeah.
A little bit softer there.
Need to work on my outside voice.
Speak with your
Hey,
chest.
you guys!
Mark.
Alright, so Cornbread has done 3 laps so far. He's got just over 4 minutes left. And he just went purple going into the first sector. So I wonder if he's going to continue on with this lap or if he's going to pit this lap to get some fresh tires and
He's
give
pitting.
himself one more really good attempt at a fast lap.
Oh, I'd pit. That fuel is nice and low. It's prime for a good lap.
Yeah, and he's not going to hold that purple, I don't think, through Scary and Parabolica.
No.
I mean, he's only down 35 thousandths, but if I was in his shoes, I would definitely pit for some new tires at this point because his especially his left side tires, they're definitely worse for wear. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him pit in, get some new rubber, get some fresh rubber, and go for one last attempt after pitting.
Thank you first.
Come on, come into the pits, and he does. Yes.
Hey, he's trying to burn more fuel. Going into the pits. Very nice.
Yes, he's gonna have one last attempt on fresh tires and lower fuel. And he'll probably maximize his fuel burn on this. What? Whoa! Did that look really fast to y'all?
I guess that's the MC that they talk about.
I don't know what y'all saw, but like he went from pit exit. He went from leaving the box to pit exit in like a half a second,
That's
and
the
it was
secret
so
weapon.
fast.
Secret weapon for the M3. warp speed out of your pit box.
Scotty, engage. Warp.
I can't do it, Captain. Do you have the power?
I'm giving her all she's got.
Yeah.
Wait, what doesn't I could have gave her more.
All that really is my Ace Ventura impression of the impression of Scotty.
Alrighty then.
Right, Cornbread. Get down into the 40s. You can do it.
Oh yeah, it would definitely get a 40 on this. Come on.
He is sitting right now 1/1000th of a second in front of C-Dubs. Just thought that was interesting to point out. But C-Dub can't hear me anyway. My volume is way down.
Way down low.
I gotta get low. Get low.
To the window. To the wall.
I think I ended up singing that last week when I was doing commentary. Maybe I need to open up my Yin Yang Twins library.
Till the booty strips down my yo. Backside.
Yeah, I know C-Dubs. I know. But I'll still remember your time. It's imprinted in my mind.
Gone but not forgotten.
Yeah.
I've dropped there too. I'm like P8 right now, I believe, so it's all good. At least I did my best, and that's all you can do sometimes, you know? I hate it when I don't make something and then I didn't do my best because I didn't do that, you know?
It's like the Michael Jordan commercial, right? I succeed because I failed.
I was thinking, stop, get some help.
Nice. It's a great throwback. If you're doing it, stop it.
Now, see, the cornbread's down a little bit on this, and I don't see the recovery coming, unfortunately. But he gave it his all. We'll blame it on the rain.
It's good go though. 141.065. That
He
should
did his best.
Yeah, that'll put him solidly into split 2. He should be in pretty good shape there. So, exciting night of qualifying. Hovercraft came out, laid down the gauntlet. Nobody unseated him for at least today. Of course, there's always a possibility tomorrow, but excellent time at a 140.039. Ended up getting, so his cornbread was our 20th, I believe. So, yeah, good turnout for Group 3 today. So hopefully we can get then, at least 8 more for Group 3 tomorrow. Have full grids.
Very good.
Any last comments, thoughts on your guys' mind for the night? Left it all out there on the track already?
Yeah.
Probably.
My thoughts for tomorrow. Look out for these Group C's, cause these cars are gonna be fast, and that's an understatement.
Indeed.
The good news is, since I'm down in split 2, I can actually watch split 1 race. So that'd be kind of nice.
You'd be like, hey, I could get used to this. Oh, this is nice.
No, I'm not gonna be there forever. Don't get crazy with it, you know. But yeah, it'd be kind of nice because you get to watch Wid, and every time he passed me in round one, I was like, "Hey, Wid, bye, Wid. Hey, Wid, bye, Wid."
Yeah, that is
So
what it was like. Oh, look, there he
yeah.
is. Oh, there he goes.
All right.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he puts me a lap down.
But yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just ready for bed.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I got one more day of work and then I'm free the rest of the week.
Well, that sounds like a pretty good proposition.
Yeah, I just had to work 4 days in a row to get to it.
Yeah.
That's not too
Yeah.
bad.
Not too bad at all.
But
All right. Well, yeah. Well, I think I want to point out our sponsors one last time here before we wrap it up too. I'll make it quick, but another big thanks to 40 Racing, SimNet, and MZW on the Sim hardware side, and then Paul Davis Restorations. Again, shout out to the sponsors who help us, put all this on. Shout out to Shaggy for, again, setting up another season for us, and all the broadcasters. Obviously, Mr. Casual tonight, thanks a lot for doing the broadcast, and thanks for stopping in, Tuzzum, for, I think you brought a lot of life to the broadcast.
Yeah, and I'll be back on Saturday because I'm gonna be doing comms for the Saturday splits. Hopefully, I can qualify for the Friday splits. But yeah, I'll be back on Saturday. Hopefully, I have some good intel for this race. I'm sorry, I'm not completely sober, so I can't speak properly. But yeah, tonight was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to Saturday, and I'm also looking forward to Friday. Hopefully, I can qualify for a Friday split this week.
Yeah, lay it down tomorrow.
all right.
Good luck this weekend. Shaggy, good luck this weekend. Mr. Casual, good luck tomorrow as well.
Thank you.
I get another day to rest.
But yeah, I guess that'll be it for us. Hope you all enjoyed. And let's see who's in charge tomorrow. It is
Yeah, we'll go for
Salamander.
GT1 primarily.
He'll be in charge of streaming tomorrow, so we'll be on Sal's channel at some point tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Commentator wise, looks like we'll have Chuck. May or may not have a guest, but that's going to be it for us. Thank you for your time. And as the guy I watch, Neil deGrasse Tyson would usually say, keep looking up.
Way to end it. Love it. Have a great